following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
Oh, did we start already?
We're starting right now, yeah.
Oh,
Welcome everybody! This is Total Tabletop, and the show is Horsemen of the Apocalypse. This is Season 1. These are the originals, the OGs. These guys have been the trailblazers for the channel. They've been around since the conception.
Most of us.
When Mama and Daddy Twitch were
Well,
making
you were
a
here
baby.
in the beginning.
Gosh, you were here technically before all of us, Connor.
Connor was here
That's
first.
true. You did reach out. What was that
Connor
like?
was here before Sean even made this.
Yeah. So I am your humble dungeon master for the evening, DM Steelax, and once again we got our favorite players here. Go ahead and go through, introduce yourselves, your character, and let's get a fun fact. It could be about your character, it could be about life, it could be about the channel, it could be about coronavirus, it could be about anything.
Oh God.
Did you hear that season 2? We're the favorite.
Yeah, I was gonna start off with that. Hey, what's up, everyone? Kyle here, coming out of York, Pennsylvania, as my everyone's favorite wizard to my left just said, yeah, Sean just called us his favorite players. So take that, everyone else.
Well, they call themselves the favorites,
It's out there now.
so I gotta call you guys
Canon.
the favorite. Yeah.
It's canon. It's on recording. So
Yeah, I think we all know in the D&D world what the DM says is canon.
Yeah. Well, in my defense, I have been playing with you guys for a very, very long time, and we've had more epic adventures.
Hey, honey. Hey, we're streaming right now. How are you? How are you at work?
Everyone's say hi.
Oh, everyone said hi. Hi,
Yeah.
hi, Jen.
The whole world.
Hi to the whole world. What's up, babe? I'm introducing myself. What's up? What can I do for you?
All right, let's go to Andrew while Kyle
Oh
mutes
no, I
himself.
got this. Hold on, I got this, Sean. Hold on. What's up, babe?
I'm okay. I'm enjoying this.
We should probably get school pictures. They're all young ones.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We should
Please
probably
do
talk
a
about
vote
this
in
later
chat.
because we're streaming right now with people watching me.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute Kyle, and we're gonna go to Andrew.
Hi, everybody. My name is AJ, and I play Rin and Aran, the High Elf Wizard. A little bit more of the brains compared to the brawn that's a bit to my left, and a bit more of the savvy, charisma, sexy man to my right. But yeah, it's a lot of fun being the brains of the party. I'm sure I'm saving them from most of the dangers that they're about to encounter. I really do think I am the MVP.
Awesome.
Though I think Finley might object, but still.
I think you would all object in your own way.
Were we supposed to give a fun fact? I was ready to give a fun fact that my wife was calling me while we're streaming. That was
The fun fact is your wife was calling.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's my wife, and also sometimes my mom calls at like weird times. It's like, oh, I'm like at surgery and my chest is open, and my mom calls. It's like probably can't answer the phone at that moment, kind of thing. I don't know if anyone else has that problem, but
Well,
Did you not ever see the Geico commercial?
which one's that?
The one where the mom calls, he's a secret spy, and he's fighting all these people at a
Oh,
helicopter.
yeah,
like that.
And she
Yes,
just was like, hi, honey,
yes,
there's squirrels
that is-
everywhere in the
That
yard.
is my life.
It's so
He's-
noisy. What are
He's
you
not
doing,
messing
man?
around. He's
Yeah.
not messing around this time. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's my life. But yeah, that's okay. That's it. Continue on. That's all about me.
Okay.
I'm Dylan. I play everyone's favorite fighter, Kurtz Glaskin. And if Rin is the brains of the operation, it's only true that I am the moral compass of this group,
Mhm.
leading us ever further towards righteousness and goodness and art with finger painting.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
What happens if you get corrupted?
It's my downstage of my finger painting career.
Ah, right, yes.
The spelling gets a little words for Kurtz was here. It's like Kurtz, WUZHUR. Kurtz
With a
was
small-
here. Her. Yeah, it's just a penis.
Wow. That's a little good. We're going back to hieroglyphics.
It's a penis made out of penises.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's
That-
still
that-
penis.
that's
and
something
I'm
for
not
art.
sure it is.
Still exquisite
It's art. It's always art.
in its own way.
Amazing. Oh, and let me know in the chat how everyone's audio volumes are. Last week mine was coming in kind of low, so just let me know the balance between them and music and me and everything. Okay. Well, welcome back. Where are we at now? Misha Connor.
Hey everyone, my name is Connor, coming from you from San Diego, California. It's raining for once. That's weird. And I play Urgra Drop.
Speaking of dropper, looks like we got a dropper from the call.
Ah!
Oh, was it me?
Oh, he's
no,
lagging.
you're good.
There he is, there he is.
Okay, hey, buddy. Welcome back.
Oof.
Last thing we heard was drop. Are you back? Hello?
Are you there?
Whenever you're ready, Connor.
I feel like we're delayed to him. It's us being delayed.
Maybe.
Connor, use your words.
Can you guys can't hear me?
Yes.
I think he is really delayed.
Yeah.
We see you and hear you. You guys shoot my message in Discord. Let him know.
Okay, well, I can. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll
It's
come back
adorable.
to you.
It's adorable.
Let's play
The
the
downside.
dropper. All right. And fun fact: Samsung tests phone durability with butt-shaped robots. They literally use robots with butts to test them out.
Do you
Makes
not
sense.
have one of those?
A butt robot?
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise
On
me
the
that you
subject
have
of
one.
butt robots, did you know that they've recently made a butt robot in order to teach doctors how to check for any kind of particular abnormalities inside the rectal cavity? There used to be a single
No.
doctor that roamed around and actually performed this as a volunteer to have doctors experiment and learn on themselves, but now they have now upgraded to robot butts.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Butt robots.
Maybe we should have a butt robot in the game. Seems like
Maybe we shouldn't.
no.
A butt forged?
No. So it's a more forged butt. Connor, you are moving. If you speak, we might be able to hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Talk.
Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it. So
I
proud
can
of
only
you.
hear you guys too, so we'll just go with that for now.
Okay.
You can't see
Unless
us.
you want me to try to rejoin the Zoom call.
As long as the game's working, I think we're good. And then on break, we can maybe reset cams.
Yeah, we could try that.
Sounds good.
Okay. Where were we? All right, announcements. We'll just get announcements.
Yeah.
Connor playing Urgra. Bam. We got that done. Okay. Announcements. Let's see. Going to Gen Con 2020. Anything you guys do to help for the channel, bits, subs, all this stuff is going to help us send it. We got the fundraiser in the top right. These guys got these new borders that are arcing over their heads. It's going to indicate the alignment. They go from -50 corruption to +50 sanctification. There's different tiers in there where they're getting additional buffs and debuffs. You guys will have to see what all that is about as they adventure, because the players are learning as they go as well. You see behind me we have kind of an axe theme going on. We're going to have new transitions for the slides, everything. And also that brings us to the emotes, updated the emotes. So we now have 4 that unlock at tier 1. We have 1 for tier 2 and 1 for tier 3. So we got the HotA, the Aegis Past, and the Nat 20 and Nat 1s. And I'm trying to show you guys in the chat. So those become unlocked if you guys subscribe. And then we got the Divinity symbol and then the Steel Axe one for that as well. If you guys miss any episodes, check out our YouTube. Join our Discord. We got a lot of announcements. We got a lot of fresh things coming. Awesome. Thanks for the subs, Hunter. Or Hunster. Sorry.
Ven gifted it.
Oh, it was Ven. Man, Ven is on a sub buying spree.
I feel like just calling him Santa.
He's given away 14 of them now.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
like Santa.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thanks, man.
He is no longer Ven. He is Santa to me. Thanks, Santa.
We got lots of cool stuff. Season 2 is getting ready to begin. The 4th player was chosen. He is in the middle of refining his character. AJ's drawing some amazing artwork for him. So we got all that stuff going along. So you guys are going to want to join the Discord so you can see all the teaser stuff coming out for that. Anything else? Am I missing anything? Any other announcements?
A bandit clan for life.
We haven't used that one for a while.
When all else fails.
You know, I was just thinking, now that the bandit clan exists again, we could actually have bandit clan for life.
Mmm.
It's true. We should go see them.
We should go murder their leaders again and then recruit them as our own private army.
It's not a bad idea.
You weren't.
It'll-
very
Wait, you want to recruit the
effective.
corpses?
Why not? Sure.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. We killed them in year 20, right? We killed them at the end. So right
Yeah.
now
Oh,
they're a thing.
right.
Yeah.
So we could,
See?
and now it carries over. So we could make them our pitches.
Yeah.
And be like, you guys need to make T-shirts. It should say hashtag on it. What's a hashtag? Don't worry about it. It'll be
Don't worry
big.
about it. It's,
How about we do a whole
it's
thing?
science, my man.
Well, I have a
Think
new
about
thing I have to do
tic-tac-toe
now.
before anybody's made any moves. That's hashtag. Amazing. Okay, I can't think of any announcements. We might think of some as we go along. I feel like we're missing something. Oh, table tokens and all that stuff. So you guys, as you're watching, you are earning loyalty points. If you guys stay active in the chat, it will double that. If you follow, if you subscribe, if you host, if you raid, any of that stuff, you get a whole bunch of extra points. You guys can use that in the chat. The top 40 people every quarter are going to be given the VIP badge, which is the little pink square with a white diamond, and somebody's audio is looping. So, yeah, you guys want to use those. Vent has been going crazy. How many points does he have? 2 million already. Yeah, so he's been skyrocketing. So, if you guys...
Oh, boy.
If you guys are active and you guys get in here, you can really start to skyrocket your points, and you can get up there, and maybe somebody can...
Excuse me.
I don't think anybody's ever going to beat him at this point, but he's doing really well. I think that's it. Oh, over their head, they got health potions, inspiration points. You guys can purchase those to help the players out. With that, it's just cheering 300 bits or more, and then in the little message, you will say who it's for and what you want to buy them, and that'll help them play the game. All right, let's get a recap. Enough of me talking. Connor, what happened last week on episode 48?
Yeah, Connor.
Yeah, Connor.
He seems very delayed.
Yeah, we're sure gonna try. All right, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we can, but
Okay,
you're not
got
going to
one
hear for like
answer.
10 seconds.
What a delay.
Okay, well, great. Anywho, episode number 48. We're on day 2 of year 7. We were infiltrating a temple dedicated to hearts, apparently, as we had come across a bunch of corpses with their hearts removed. We ended up defeating 2 very powerful individuals who had claimed to be the leaders of the cultists, one of whom was in the same room as a very powerful magical object that had sent Urgra to collect, a blindfold. And after her little guide, a little doll that looked just like her, continued to annoy her endlessly, Urgra eventually put on the blindfold, becoming blind in a way, but also gaining blind sight as well as a few new abilities.
Mm-hmm.
With a bit of a learning curve, she was able to figure out how to fight again, and we continued exploring the temple. We found 3 kind of sarcophagi in a chamber further in, and one had a apparently completely mundane quiver, but the other 2 were empty. Still don't know what that means.
Okay.
We journeyed on, though, into another small, apparently held kegs full of ale from Banff. What does Banff stand for again?
Badass motherfucker.
It's
Kind of what I feel like,
it's
but I was
the-
wondering if there was
it's-
actually like something
The
else.
It stands
bards
supported.
and minstrels something.
Faction.
Fabulous.
Bardic
Yeah, something like that.
Assembly of Musical Foolery or something like that.
Foolery,
I'd
yep.
have to double check it,
It's,
yeah.
it's. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's
Alright.
foolery. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was just curious.
Sure.
So after that, we continued to explore, and eventually we found a chamber filled with 4 apparati of just multiple hearts linked together.
Mm-hmm.
And this was being presided over by an individual, a male, with purple eyes, white hair, and ashy skin, who apparently went by Surindar, although he told us that was not his real name. He was interested in conversation for about a minute, and then he wanted to see if he could kill us and how hard it would be. So combat ensued. Things went not so good until we began to actually attack the heart apparati, which apparently was linked to his own powers.
Mm-hmm.
Once we were able to destroy those, though, the battle quickly turned in our favor, especially after Urgra used her new blindfold ability to actually make her enemy blind. And from there, eventually Surindar called a standstill to the battle. he was losing, and he basically warned us that if he died, then this entire place would collapse on us in seconds. So we decided to hear him out. We learned a few new things, and also got a few new items, including a new book on what we.
It was going so well.
He was like right there.
It was right there.
What happened? The cliffhanger.
We got a book full of spells, right, or something.
Okay, what's the last thing you heard?
Book.
The cliffhanger.
Book.
Oh, book. Okay. So Ring got a book, and there was one other item that we got from the bag. What was it, though? I forget.
It was the
Spells.
ability to cast the scroll, that thingy on weapons.
That's right. The spell scrolls that would amplify weapons and give them necrotic damage. So he gave us this bag, and after a little bit of conversation, including possibly how to infiltrate the cult of chaos, who was running this temple, he harakiri'd himself and stabbed himself through with his sword. After which, turns out he wasn't a liar, and the temple started to collapse. All of us were able to barely make it out with our lives, with our new treasure. That is about.
He's so close. It's like dangling a bone in front of a dog.
He's back. Hey, Connor, welcome back. It is so good to have you with us. I'm glad you
So
came
what's
back
the last thing you
today.
heard this time?
I don't even remember now. It was like 4 years ago. Something about episode 48.
Okay, should I just leave the Zoom call and try to re-enter?
Probably. I think.
Yeah, let's
at the
just give it a
best,
shot.
the best bet
All
at
right,
this
we're all
point.
gonna flippity whippity around.
Yeah, we're all gonna go all crazy, but it's probably gonna
Check
be
this out. Look, I got Patrick. Look at me go. Look at that.
And the funny thing is, Patrick's green pants are close to the screen, so it looks like he's wearing black pants with this
Yeah, that are moving.
like a hat.
Amazing.
Apologize, everyone. Technical difficulties. One moment, please.
All right, so while he reconnects Rin, I will go over with something with you real quick. So the spell book that you got,
Yes.
you're going through and studying it all. There was a bunch of blank pages at the end, so you kind of went through a couple, no big deal. Kind of went back to it, and you kind of look at the rest. But then it dawns on you, maybe I should check the rest of the book. And as you're going through, on the back of the document, you're actually going to find... Oh, Connor's back. All right, let's go and get some cams back on.
Yep, Cam seems to be good.
So, I mean, you coming through clear.
All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, that it will stay stable. All right, so Rin, in the back of the book, there is going to be some inscribing. And these are going to look very familiar to something you've seen before. It is in the journal, so go ahead and check in there and see if you can see it.
You mean the manifesto?
No,
Okay,
there's another handout in your journals.
Oh my god, there is. No. Hey, the backstory?
It'll see cock document.
Cock document?
COC? Yeah.
Cult of Chaos.
Cock document. It's
The
a
cock doc.
I got the
There it is. Okay, I see it.
Hashtag cock doc.
All right. Looking at it, does it remind me of that one time we went down into the maze of hell?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, it does.
Goody.
All right, and
Canon now. I wrote it down.
I'll just initially go to Urgrun and go, wait, no, I can't show her. She's blind and she can't read. Then I'll go, Finley can read. Finley, check this out. Look at this.
All right. What am I looking at here? What is this? It's a book.
I think this is the code for us to enter that maze that was near Candoria that one year. Do you remember?
Oh, you mean that fuck all place where we went up, down, left, right, A, B, start, and it still didn't work. You know,
Yes,
we
that
went
one.
here, there, and there were things over there, and came back around and couldn't figure the door out.
Yes. I don't know necessarily this is the one of three, perhaps, that you need, or if it could be the answer to it entirely, but I think it's a start.
Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, and as I look at it, DM, what am I looking at specifically?
here I'll just
Just
Because he
screwed
said
it.
does it feel like it's one of three or not? That's what I'm gonna look at. Does it feel like it's?
Here, I'll give it to you. I was gonna click all players, but the problem is I got the season 2 guys. I don't want them to get access to it, so I'm gonna add you guys manually real quick.
Okay,
Yeah,
take your time,
they
you're good.
don't deserve to have
They
it.
don't deserve it.
That's what happens when you're not the favorites.
And where in the journal was that located? Because I gave it to the bot
Day
as
3, year 7. That's
Day
where I
3.
have it.
well. Year 7, day
Cock
3,
doc.
cock doc. All right, there we go.
Jesus.
All right, so that way
Holy
viewers can see
shit!
it.
I got the cock doc too. Look at that. All right. Oh wow. Holy shit.
Dings.
It really is kind of up, down, left, right, B8. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Some kind of cheat code for an old gaming console.
Tetris.
Well, you have a better memory than I do, Rin, in terms of thinking back that far. This does look very familiar here. Do you feel like perhaps this might be the full,
I want to say it looks maybe perhaps one of 3 maybe. I don't know.
Well, there was 3 floors to that place, wasn't there?
Yes, it was like a cube almost.
We went in and I think we went in and could go down and then or up, right?
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And the door was on the third. Like we technically went at the second floor.
Yeah, like if you're looking at a Rubik's Cube, like a 3x3x3, you guys came
Yeah.
in the center one on each side.
Right,
The exit was
right.
the center one. Yeah.
And the door was on the third floor, quote unquote.
No, it was straight through. So the center one,
Oh, okay.
you go through 2, and then there was the exit, but then there was all
Right.
the other cube rooms
Right.
around it. Yep.
Got it.
I have no fucking idea what you guys are talking about.
Oh, Kurtz, hold on. Well, here, I shall remind you of all of it. Remember outside of Candoria, we went exploring, and I think we even took King with us, didn't we? I think we might have.
No.
He was kind of just frolicking
No.
outside, or we took horses with us or something.
Yeah.
Out in the
It was a
woods,
hidden. It was a
there
hidden
was a
door,
doorway.
Kurtz. Yeah, it was a hidden door. And when we
Yep.
got inside, we were fuck all lost for like 3-4 hours, and we're like, "This is not happening.
And
Nothing
there
was working."
The orbs floating in the center
Yep.
of the room that you could turn on and off, and then there was these placards with these symbols. So you
That was
guys,
so long ago.
you guys
remember.
knew that had to do something with some secret organization you guys were trying to infiltrate, but you guys couldn't figure out how to get in. So the same cipher that you guys were seeing on the placards, which you guys were missing a huge bit of information. It was one of those things where it's impossible to solve if you didn't have the key.
Right.
So you don't know
Makes
if this
sense.
is the key, but the same thing, this book that you picked up from that head cultist that was the leader of that little organization there in the Chamber of Hearts, the book that you got from him has some of these same cipher letters
Symbols,
in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, I don't know
It's
if it's
quite
the
a while
whole
ago.
answer to the puzzle, but it might at least offer some understanding.
And the only person that you guys knew that could read it was Lilesh.
No, tits.
But she's long gone, because that was year 20 stuff. So, and maybe she could read it now, you're not sure, but you guys are way back in year 7. So this is 13 years before then. So as far as anyone who isn't obviously a bad guy, you guys don't know anybody that I'm aware of that can read this, but you guys now have something you can actually show of.
Probably know them, but we aren't on good terms with them.
Right.
Well, we can just find another Cult of Chaos guy and torture him.
Could work. Could work.
I mean, I don't necessarily think that could work, considering the fact that this particular individual said that if he divulged any secrets, he would have been severed from this world entirely. I'm assuming those who are given this kind of clearance have a bit more of a restriction on what they can share without killing themselves, maybe.
I mean, that Zen guy was fuck all powerful, right? I mean, we fought him, and then like he stabbed himself, and then everything collapsed, including like the mountain itself, right? I mean, whoo! And then I told you guys he talked to me a little
Mhm.
bit, right? Yeah, like,
Mhm.
whoo! That was
Yes.
creepy. No one else heard that, but I know I'm a little tired, but I'm pretty sure I didn't hallucinate that. He said he had more work that had to be done, or something like that.
Or something like that.
Yeah. So, might not be the last we hear or see of that fucking guy, which can't be too soon or later. Could push that off forever. Maybe.
Probably not. Probably
Forever.
not. Moment.
Yeah. But
Right about this time, it's getting dark. Yeah, because we went up and did the thing and came back down. I mean, we got a long rest in here somewhere before we get to.
You guys can go
day
ahead
3.
and completely long rest your characters. Whether it's now or a little bit there, you guys are headed towards the tiger camp, and so it's going to be the morning of day 3 by the time you guys get there.
Right.
So
This is just kind of side
this
banter,
is
chanter.
walk and talk, or
stuff,
this
yeah.
is you're at the campfire. This is while I'm hunting, whatever. So you guys have as much time as you need to go over any kind of plans or any backstory or any this document or whatever you guys want. So much as time as you need. But we will pick up with you guys heading towards the tiger camp outside the swamp whenever you're done.
I'm thinking of sending Orion ahead of us to scout the area and at least keep an eye on it in case that something might occur while we're not there, since we were going to wait till 4 o'clock the next day. Does that seem all right with you all?
Yeah, sure. Orion's really good at that. So yeah, that let the owl fly, as they say. Is that a saying? No, that's not.
Cat Club's up too.
What was the tiger's name, by the way? Was it Flame or something? Fire
or
Flame?
Fierce?
Fire or fumes.
Flame.
It was Flame. The leader of all of the Shroud's name is Fire.
Right. Yeah.
And Fierce is the one-armed.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh,
Yes.
we got a
That was
host.
Ravage.
Thanks,
They're all
Ravage.
Fs.
Hey,
You get some extra table tokens for hosting. Thank you.
Aw,
just think
thanks,
of
Jen.
a aggressive adjective and say it, and you're gonna name one important tabaxi.
Right.
Yeah, let's go that way.
All right. Yeah. So I'm going to think about that, but I'm also a little curious. Ergra, are you still wearing that blindfold? Ergra.
I'm right here, Rin.
There you are. Can you still? Are you blindfold on?
Blindfold is on.
Are you ever going to remove that, or is that a permanent feature?
Well, I mean, it's night now, so it's kind of useful to have it on, because I can see farther with it on than I can in the dark.
Well, that's fine, but are you planning on wearing it forever?
Oh, we got some cheers. Thanks, Baker. Let us know who you are purchasing it for.
Thanks, Baker.
Kurtz needs HP, Erga needs an IP. So your choice, my
I'm
man.
not sure. I'm pretty sure that I was able to blind that last guy only because of this blind fold, and so that was pretty cool.
Well, yes, that's intriguing, but isn't it a little dangerous to keep using it? I don't necessarily understand.
I mean, I
perhaps,
don't
if
go
it
insane
is.
like Finley does, so that's something in its favor.
That's what my concern is mostly around. Finley goes a little bonkers.
Yeah, I also sometimes I tend to forget things that's happened too, which is kind of nerve-wracking here. Like, I'm starting to remember bits and pieces of things that happened, but like when I first put my mask on, it was like lights out. You guys, like, I didn't remember, like, apparently Kurtz punched me or something. Don't remember that shit.
You're being a dick.
Well, okay, that's fair. I don't remember, so that's fine. It makes sense, so, you know, that's okay. I kind of remember some more things now every time, but it's really still kind of a lot of gray area there. Plus, I'm fucking exhausted when I take it off, too. So that's the other thing, Urgra, is that you really gotta... It feels like you might have something very similar, considering, there was dolls involved, and mad ones, and laughter, and all kinds of fun hijinks, which is great. It's a very powerful item, but comes with a bit of cost and a bit of just mindfulness, I guess.
All right. You say okay. Well, feel exhausted. She takes it off.
Okay. Did Spaz go over all the details with that with you?
I think I get 1 corruption point when I take it off. I think.
Okay, give me a second. All right, real quick. He said you guys need a roll for it. So let's get Dylan and Ergra to do D100, and whoever rolls higher will get the
Nice.
the perk. Kurtz
Wow.
rolled
No,
a
you
1. Well, let's just give it to
No.
Connor.
Well, no. He rolled a D100. He didn't roll 1D100, I think.
Yeah, D100.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, you see, no,
Good
because
luck.
you see, there's a number 1 before the word D.
No, it's
In my-
out of the quick bar.
Oh, that was the quick
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how did that happen?
So you
Alright.
could have the one time we could have used some divine intervention or some shit in our life.
I
with the
know.
one would have been
Dude,
great.
I need one
Just
more
to see
level.
who gets a health potion.
Yeah, Mr. Cleric.
I need one more level in cleric. Listen, I can shoot firebolts now, so you're basically obsolete.
I never
Ooh,
really said
ooh.
firebolts was my main thing.
You two should have like a shoot off to see who the real firebolt slinger is or something. That would be cool.
All right.
Sometime. We don't have to do it now if you don't want to. I'm just saying perhaps you should just to prove.
I'd rather not
Oh,
shoot at one another if we could avoid that.
All right, we'll put a
Okay.
pin in it. You know, maybe we can set up some targets or something. You
That
know,
wasn't the plan, but okay.
in some downtime that we have. We're kind of like in the middle of some shit right now, but
Yeah.
So,
maybe.
DM, do I feel any different when I take off the blindfold?
All right. Says taking the veil of shadows off will give a corruption point. When the wearer has the veil off, their sight is limited to the same distance of the blind sight, but everything is clear with it off.
One more time in English.
I think it's just a really complicated way to say you see things normally.
But you can only see in the limits of what your blind sense is.
So I
with
can
the-
never see past 120 feet again.
Shit.
That's what it's saying. That's what Spaz wrote. So I'm gonna get
Oh my God.
clarification from him.
Clarification. That's nothing.
Yeah.
I can see the room that I'm in really good.
So
Everything else,
That's
holy
why
shit.
I asked you when you first said it if Spaz went over with it, because I was questioning that part.
Woo.
So
My God, you can't see
We'll
like
roll
really
with
past
it
a
for now.
football field.
sure.
We'll roll. Yeah.
But
Less
this
than
might get
half a
retconned.
field.
Yeah, this might get retconned. But
Whoops.
yeah.
Love it.
So that's what I got for now. So Spaz, if you're watching, if you can clarify. If not, we'll figure out next week.
So Ergra, what I would really recommend if you do feel a little woozy, I know when I take my mask off, I feel a little woozy, a little exhausted, if you will. I usually like to make sure that I at least take it off before we take a nap. Take a long nap. So I kind of don't feel as woozy. What I'm trying to say out of character is like maybe you take it off before we take our long rest, so you don't get exhausted.
Yeah, Finley, I don't feel tired. In fact,
Well,
looking
that's
around,
horse shit. All right. Well, okay.
I can actually see really well.
Wait. I hold up a book. Can you read this now? And I hold it really close to your face. Are they
Can't.
clear? Are they
Yep,
blurry?
Can't read.
Yep, you can make those out completely.
Can't read, Ren.
They're not.
I don't mind if she can't read, but can you see the details, the fine details?
I mean, they look different now.
Do they look cleaner? Like sharp?
I mean, they're not blurs anymore.
Then so you're well, it cured you of your farsightedness.
Can you see far away though?
I mean, it's dark.
Fair.
I can actually see farther in the dark than I could before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, all right. So overall, this is a good thing for you.
I guess. I don't know if it'll go back to normal if I don't put the thing back on, though.
Hold on, wait. And I go around behind Ergra like 10, 15 feet. And I say, how many fingers am I holding up?
Just one. It's just one.
Finley, I can't see behind me with it off.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if there was any like lingering effects or anything. Okay, all right. Well, it's good to know. I had to try,
Sure.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's
And-
good then.
All right. So should we sleep and then move on for the morning then? That's what we're doing?
Yeah, sure, certainly. I'm just surprised. I thought there would be more of a negative side effect.
Downside.
Considering that Finley's been going through some downturns when he removes it, I assumed you would also experience something. Or at least some difference.
Maybe he
if
likes
not,
me
if not,
better.
that's fine.
Maybe this asshole just doesn't like Finley.
I suppose. Though I thought it'd be
That's
more
im-
favorable to Finley compared
Yeah,
to
that's
anyone else in the
impossible
party.
to. Yeah, thank you, Rin. Yes, thank you. I was thinking the same thing that you said out loud. Thank you very much. Okay. Yep.
Well, I mean, Finley, everyone knows you're everyone's favorite halfling, but what if this guy just hates all halflings to begin with?
A
What if he's a racist?
halflingist? No, that not a thing. All right, just okay. Never really thought of that before.
So, you're going to feel completely normal once you take it off. Urgra is going to get the -1 as she takes it off. But just like how you've heard me narrate to Kyle, how when Finley takes the mask off, occasionally he can hear whispers. So his auditory sense is, or his central thing is going to be auditory. Urgra's is going to be visual. So the only way I can kind of describe the laughter that he hears for how Urgra would sense it would be you're gonna not hallucinate but have little visual flashes of like a Harlequin kind of character who'd kind of like pop out behind a bush and go away, or it'll, like whatever the visual.
We have it sort of like the. Yeah, can we have it like sort of like the Cheshire Cat in Alice in Wonderland? Like suddenly a tree just has a smile and is grinning at me.
Exactly.
Back
You'll see exactly. So instead of an occasional whisper of laughter, you're going to see the mad one in things or moments.
That's amazing.
Will kind of encapsulate, distract you for just a moment. It's not going to be a constant thing. It'll just be occasional moments of when you take it off and when you can see. You'll have these trace moments. So
you see the doll.
Exact. Or
please see the doll.
Yeah, it might like pop out and kind of wave at you and then disappear, and
yes,
then like it's not actually in there. So
or is it?
There'll be times where I'll force something on you from it, or you can, as role playing, or if you have a unique moment, you can manifest it as well, as the player for the character.
Amazing.
Does that make sense?
We're good.
Okay.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. So as everybody's talking about the side effects and everything, it doesn't seem like anything. We'll go with the tree. I like the tree idea. So you'll be kind of looking around. Maybe there's a campfire for, you guys are setting up camp for the night. You'll kind of look over and you'll see kind of an outline in the bark of the mad one. And it's just grinning. And as you kind of look away, kind of cover the eyes and look away for a second and look back, it's just normal tree bark. The face is kind of diluted. You can see just the bark features on the tree were very similar to what you saw, but they were definitely pronounced for a moment. Now they're just tree.
Urgra walks over and stands like 2 feet away from a tree and is just staring at it.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a normal tree. But it wasn't, just for a moment.
Urgra, I've already got sap from that tree before. I don't think there's any more left in it.
Perfect.
When you were gathering sap, you didn't. Was there?
When you were gathering sap. She is just frozen in time. Oh, he's back. Okay, there he is.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Was there anything weird about this tree when you were collecting sap?
Well, it was very limited in how much sap I could gather from it, so I'm assuming it's probably a little sickly.
Okay,
or not a good
how
season.
about the bark? Did the bark appear weird? Did you notice anything?
What should I have noticed? Is there something there? And I look to see, is there like a fungus? Is there a bug? And is this bad syrup now? Is it contaminated? Is there something grotesque?
As you're looking at the tree, Rin, it's going to look completely normal.
Looks fine to me.
Maybe there is a bit of a side effect.
With what?
Taking off the blindfold. I just swear
The side effect is
mouth
lag.
and was like a 2 foot wide grin looking at me.
I'll just for a quick second, just since I know we're gonna rest, I'll just burn.
Sure, go ahead.
Detect magic. Is there any magic nearby?
Not outside of you four.
Well, possibly. Nothing else is enchanted, so.
Wait, do you have your little match guy thing up right now?
Yes.
I pull out the bow and I pull out the blindfold. What do these guys think look like?
Well, they look magical.
Just
They
physical.
they certainly have some kind of. I can't. They don't have a single school of magic associated to them. They're too foreign. I don't know what they are exactly. I mean, I know where they came from. That was the horseman's bow, but do they look like they have the same magic aura? Is it like of the same kind, or are they both unique?
Yeah, and Kurt's using his little special
This is I'm gonna
backstory
do
one.
this stealthily, actually.
Oh, okay. So since you're doing that without telling them, Kurtz, you're actually going to see whatever kind of aura is around them. It seems to be like they're of the same essence. So as they kind of hold the two out, they have their own kind of thing that you're detecting. That these almost everything's always independent. So you can hold up things; they're going to have their own identifying thing. There almost seems to be like this little bit of string that is of that aura of both of them, kind of. So they seem to be almost connected in a way.
Okay.
They just look at the same slight magic, Urgra. Maybe they came from the same location or the source that originated. I don't know. They have something in common, but I can't tell you what.
Wait, hold on. Back up 5 steps. Take a step to the right. Take 2 steps forward and back again. Hold on. You're saying that her bow is gleaming a little bit the same as in the blindfold, as in the bow she got from a horseman is connected to something she got from the mad one.
Well, they have at least the same kind of source. Perhaps it might be an influence of the same kind of creator, maybe, or at least maybe from some similar location where they might have been forged.
I have a thing.
Okay.
So you know those 3 tombs that we found?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The tombs?
And
What tombs?
The
Oh, those, yes.
And one of them had a piece of shit quiver in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And there's 3 horsemen, and one of them used a bow.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
there's
one's
4
dead.
technically.
Well, we also didn't really get to explore the rest of the temple.
I mean, that's possible.
I don't know. Maybe
Keep
we'll-
going, Kurtz. No, don't stop.
Well-
You're on a trail, man. Just go. Just leap off the cliff. What are you
So-
thinking?
We have bones of things that are almost human, but not human in there, and that's what what's his face was, right? Yeah, because I did the thing.
Well, I think he was. I mean, you said he grew wings, and it was super scary for a second.
It was very scary. I tried to tell his friends about it, but they were busy dying. I killed
And
them.
he was resistant to necrotic and to radiant damage. I don't feel like non-metagaming that language, which is weird.
Is it?
How common is our ASMR?
Well, I mean, the other thing is too is that we've talked about the necromantic.
Very, 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 very rare.
The necromantic magics, not being a school that's practiced, such as also forbidden, and this person, all of them, right? All of their swords had necrotic energy to them. He's slinging around right, and you're saying he was also resistant to divine magics as well, or. Well, that's certainly a double whammy.
Well, to me, that just means that he's resistant to something from a more celestial source. And a necrotic resistance just means they're very good at maintaining their form. Their body doesn't deteriorate as easily.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but I mean, to be resistant to something, to be able to not, be as harmed by something, wouldn't you have to also... that's not just something you just, if you're resistant to maybe like some cold, maybe you study how cold works, right? Or fire, you study how it works. Wouldn't you almost have to study it a little bit to know so it doesn't hurt you as much? Isn't that, is that making sense as I look around the group?
I'm resistant to radiant damage.
I associated it more with your bloodline. If you were born of a certain type, you might have an affinity towards certain things.
So what kind of bloodline would have that? I mean, I know us halflings have nothing like that.
Are there tieflings? Do you know if there's a lot of tieflings in this world?
Yeah, but
Finley,
Kurtz-
I
hooked up
have
with
met I have met tieflings specifically.
Good point. Yeah, yeah. Well, the tieflings, weren't they a little
They
technically their
did pull out
origins are a bit
candles and
more
they didn't
hellish?
seem to mind the heat, if you know what I'm saying.
would Kurtz know
is that
about
what you mean?
ASMR just because of his background and involvement with the temple and his quest and all that shit?
that was the religion role you did.
I mean, even before the religion role, like, would I just know about ASMR? Like, they're not unheard of.
The term, but I don't think you ever have seen one.
Yeah.
I think with your backstory tie-in, it may be something that you're keeping an eye out for. And the fact that you had saw one is, now that you're piecing everything together, that guy might have been one. And you're kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But you had assumed that they were good by what you heard, but this guy was the opposite of that. So that would kind of throw your previous theory kind of out the window. That's probably why you didn't connect the dots right away, is because you were looking for the good, but you saw one that was ultimate on the other side. So
I think that this being was an ASMR.
And
An ASMR. I've never heard of one of those.
An
I've heard of
angel-
You've never heard of
assholes.
an ass?
or a
Well, I've heard
half-
of assholes, but not an ASMR.
Everybody has one.
That's fair. So wait, are we all ASMRs?
No.
Okay.
I believe he was half angel.
Angel. We were
Angel.
talking about like a divine creature from.
Finley literally turned into one once.
I do
did?
recall a little bit of that. Yes, that was specifically a certain kind, right? So this
Yes.
individual is one of those,
It was half of one.
half of one.
It's like it's like
are we
a
talking
tiefling.
about mixed parentage or like literally half of one? Because he was doing a lot of sewing body things together.
You know, that's a great question. He might have been more or less than half of one at that point.
Well, either way, if he's a Asimar, you said?
Yes.
Yes. Then what does that prove exactly?
It proves nothing. It proves that well, angels can go bad and work with the cult of chaos, which is not good, I think. Angels are supposed to be servants to the goddesses, so if they're jumping ship, that's bad.
Well,
And
hold on.
someone-
Oh, wait. Well, just to comment on that there, Kurtz Glatskin, because I like the rock you're rolling down the hill here. Can divine angels turn bad? As in, follow my thread. If an angel was from the divine goddesses, if they turned bad and now they're a cock, an ass is a cock now, or they're still an ass, they're also a cock.
The cock is in the ass. Or the ass.
No, wait. Yeah,
What?
no, you're right. But do
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying here? As in, can angels go bad, though? That's what I'm saying. That bad angels could be part of the cult of chaos and the horsemen, but still connected to the divine sisters? Yes? No? Anyone
Finley.
picking that up at all?
Finley, don't you go a little bad or insane when you put that on? Your mask?
From what I can remember.
So, could it be easily maybe, surmised that if someone was corrupted by another force, they could eventually be turned into a more villainous behavior?
Oh, hold on. Him being a crazy dark wizard probably plays into this as well. Just throwing that out there. What was up with the hearts, by the way? Anyway, the point of the matter is that, don't trust anyone, I suppose.
That's what we're supposed to get from that conversation.
Except for each other, right? We can still trust each other, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my mask out again.
sure.
If I take it out, is it saying anything?
You can hear.
Since we're like kind of talking about it.
Sure. Yeah. It's kind of those things that like just it doesn't always you don't always hear things, but if you're thinking about this guy, or if you're talking about these things, or these like the combination of holding it and giving attention to the topic You can hear the whispers and the laughter of the mad one. Very, very distant. Very, very far away. But it's coming from the mask, but it feels like it's like, half a mile away that it's coming from.
I mean, if this is tied to horsemen and negative dark angels, I don't know if I really want this thing anymore.
I mean, Finley, speaking of tied to horsemen, she holds up the bow.
But it is super powerful. No, I'm just kidding. I was just joking. That's
Yeah.
right.
But it
No,
is.
seriously.
Getting a little Gollum there, all right?
Oh,
What
God,
about the
that's
bow,
really-
Urga? Does the bow make you see or hear things? Does that make you go crazy?
Actually, I hadn't noticed until today, but when I tried to attack someone with my scimitar, it my arm wasn't obeying me very well. It felt like when I tried to swing, someone grabbed my shoulder and pulled me back.
Well, I didn't want to necessarily bring this up because I assumed it was under perhaps the influence of the individuals in the cave. But Urgra, when you shot me with your arrow, was that from your bow, or was that from the influence of or did you just shoot me for no reason?
Oh no, that was that second freaking cultist just got in my head, and I couldn't do anything about it.
Oh, here's
Well,
reason. Yeah.
As long as it wasn't the bow, I suppose,
No.
because I'd assume that's a big danger if you might suddenly turn on us by using it.
Nope, I was mind controlled, and I could tell it was from that cultist.
All right. Well, that's good, I suppose.
But this one's for me. No.
Let's test it out.
I can't blame you for being seduced by his magic. Was that what it was?
What, the cultist?
Yes. I don't know what he did to you. I didn't see anything. You just suddenly turned.
I just felt his presence in my head, and I was like a passenger in my own body. It sucked.
Yeah, see that one guy? He was scary.
Well, I'm just trying to think of a way to hopefully counter something like that next time. I'm not sure. Should we do something if one of us happens to be persuaded to go against each other?
Try.
What do you smack him out of it or something? Do you just
Look,
shake him a bit?
I don't think that. Well, Urgra, I think, took a few beatings and still didn't shake from it.
I don't think so.
No,
Yeah.
you guys didn't hit me once.
So, do you
Oh,
think if we
good.
hit you, Urgra, it would have shooken you out of it?
This is more your realm of expertise than mine, Ren.
I've only had a very minute amount of understanding with this spell. I do recall it later, further down, that I studied, but to summon the power for it is beyond my grasp at this time.
I mean, I've been able to use some of my magics before to charm and persuade ladies of the like, or
So Finley
people,
seems a bit more
people in
suitable to
combat.
this.
Yeah, I've noticed
Occasional
that some,
fella. We won't judge.
just throwing it out there.
So Finley, what removes said influences?
I mean, sometimes just slapping them around a little bit or giving them a good shake might do it.
Do that a lot with the women you seduce.
We're not getting into that right now, Kurtz Glaskin. Charm! Oh, gosh, wait. Charm! Put it back on there. There we go. Now we're good.
Okay.
Is it true consent if they're commanded?
Till you smack them around. God damn it.
That's why you smack them, to make sure they're not under a spell.
Then they really mean it. Yeah. Then they really. Yep. I mean, that's all I can really say. I've seen it happen before where some of my more charming magical abilities have been literally kind of smacked out of them. You know.
Right. Yes. If I know that there is a means to be able to remove magic. Removing curses is one thing, dispelling magic is another, but I never found that spell in my studies before. So I'm not familiar with using it. Finley, do you know how to do it?
Not to really know.
Been alive 200 years, and you ain't found this spell yet.
I am working under the restrictions of the Revenant, Kurtz, as you very well know.
Why?
Why? Because they're bigoted assholes, that's why.
They're
But
the
why,
only ones with
but why are you letting them hold you back?
Oh, Kurtz, I think you are very well experienced in going against a Grand Master. Do you not recall turning into a small, little, amphibious-like creature?
That is the thing that happened.
Yeah,
for
but I was being an outright asshole, man. That's not.
You
me
do know that if he
being
held on
awesome,
to that, you
but
would have permanently remained as such a creature, correct?
I would have gotten better.
Right.
I got
But
better.
what I'm saying is, but that's not stopping you from just like setting up a tower, doing like the whole wizard thing, and like setting up a tower on an island and just doing your studies where they're not gonna fuck with you.
Experimenting with magic is a little dangerous, Kurtz. You could
That's why you
potentially
got an
kill
island.
yourself.
Hmm.
I'm not so concerned about me harming those around me. I'm more concerned about harming myself in the process of studying outside the normal bounds of,
Well, then how are you ever gonna learn?
Yeah, high risk, high reward. I'm with Kurtz on this one, Rin.
I'm learning right
you can
here.
make some
I hope-
really cool spells that no one's ever seen before in the land of Candoria.
No. I hold my manifesto. This has all the spells I need currently in it for me to study and to perfect. And this, as I hold up the new black book, has more magical secrets for me to uncover and to try and decipher to make it my own. So I have the means to be able to find this knowledge. It's just that currently it seems a bit more of a safer route than to try and experiment and perhaps screw up and kill myself.
Hmm.
Sounds kind of.
All right, well, that's fair. Yeah, that's great.
Besides, do you want me to be gone? I'm assuming I contribute quite a lot to this adventure.
I died once. I got better.
Yes, but you're not as crucial.
Wow.
Say that. You
Wow.
say that.
You know,
But
we're supposed to be a team here,
okay.
Rin. We're all pretty crucial. I was going to say, yes, you're very important, Rin. I think we're all on the same page. Kurt, you're important too.
I don't need-
Ergra, you're great as well. Just let's all do that, I guess. Okay. Finley, you're the best.
Hey, if you don't want to be a mysterious wizard on an island, that's up to you. It just sounds like
It
we
does
have
sound
1
cool.
week. We have 1 week out of the year where we have to do shit. And our bodies are kind of just hanging out for the other.
Well, I can't control that. That's already
48.
going through its cycled motions of whatever happened in the years before. Whatever has been will
nothing-
be.
Nothing has happened in the years before. We changed everything.
Yes, but I can't control the other 51 weeks of the year.
You can try. You can leave a
How?
note for yourself. You can leave a note for yourself.
I've tried leaving a note for myself before.
But now things change.
You haven't left any notes since then.
Well, I have
That's
looked
fair.
through my book, and it seems like nothing changed in the book.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, you guys would have to, like...
With my wife.
Well, this is year 7, 6,
Yeah.
Seven.
7. So I until now we know I can try leaving myself a note at the end of this year with extra details and instructions, perhaps, but I don't think that'll make much difference. And if anything,
Or-
it could even ruin the amount of information in my manifesto, since I was going along certain paths, finding information throughout the year.
Mhm.
So if I change my course, I won't have all the information that I've gathered to help us in our understanding of what the horsemen are doing.
What if you set up like a wizard tower on an island or something and had someone else do spells for you in the year that you're gone? That we're gone.
I would happily create Nier again if I could, but I cannot cast him yet.
There's like normal people too.
Do you know a normal person who is willing to do that? Who could?
I'm sure we could get one from the.
We could
college.
hire interns. Yeah, interns are expendable.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
I don't think you would be able to coax anyone from the Revenant to leave the study.
Gold
of the
coaxes
colleges.
lots of people. Try it. It works a lot.
They're poor university students. They will,
Well, if you have enough
That
to
too.
blackmail or bribe individuals, you let me know. In the meantime, I think we're quite broke at this point.
Maybe that's how you get your
Rin-
boat, Kurtz. You pay
Rin-
wizards to spend all
listen.
year.
listen, man. The gears are turning.
Yeah.
I'm thinking-
Rin's school
Thinking long
of
run.
crazy magics. You know, I'd go there. That sounds awesome.
Well,
Rin's school
I'd
of
be happy.
experiments.
I'd be happy to try and maybe do that, but at the same time, there are 8 Grand Masters who have greater knowledge than I, who, if they saw me start to do this, might perhaps pay a visit and just exterminate me altogether.
You could be the ninth. You could be your own. Fuck
I
those
am
guys.
not that powerful yet.
But if they just kill you, then that's outright murder, and everyone will know.
They won't care. If I'm in the middle of an island in God knows where with no one be able to see anything, how the hell do you
Now
expect
you're
anyone
proving
to
the
figure out I
point.
was killed?
Now you're proving the point. We're getting you a Wizard Island. Kurtz,
That doesn't
write
prove
that
a
down.
point.
We can get a dock on there in case we ever need a boat.
It's all come together.
And
They
yeah.
could just teleport in, explode the place up.
I just go into the fire or something while Ren's explaining why this is a bad idea.
I write down Wizard Tower in my notes.
Yeah, get that, and then
After probably an hour
We'll
of this, I
anchor the
eventually
boat
learned to give
outside the
up.
wizard tower, and then we'll figure out the rest of the in-game goals for the other two.
just hang out on our island.
Experimental spells.
While the war elephant is just, playing
It's
in the beach.
splashing. Yeah. I'm getting my retirement set up, okay? Like I know I got an end game to look forward to now. I gotta get get some stuff going.
Yeah.
High-risk,
By
high
the way,
reward.
Kurt, did you ever describe what this elephant is?
So from what I understand, it's about the stories at least say it's 6 people tall and like 6 abreast as well, like a giant mound of a creature, and has these 4 ivory tusks that grow out of its
4
face.
ivory tusks.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and
okay.
they're long. They're like 10, 12 feet long, and like
Holy
they grow
shit.
these jagged barbs on them as well sometimes.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, I really hope this is what he's expecting it to be at this point.
Oh, it is, and from the face, the middle of the face, it's almost like a chimera. There's a long snake that the creature uses to grab on and manipulate things.
This thing actually exists.
I've heard stories of it from multiple men across the years. I've never been that far north to find one for myself, and it has wings on the side of its head as well.
All right.
And they say
well,
that a spear can't even pierce its hide. It's so thick, almost like a troll's or giant's.
Okay. We'll take that into consideration. So as Kurtz goes off to the side, I'm going to pull Finley over quietly and go, Finley, didn't you ever learn how to cast the polymorph eventually?
You're gonna see Finley's been drawing this whole time. Hold on. And what is it? Hold that thought, Ren. And what does its feet look like? Does it have a tail?
It does have a tail. I hear it's like a horse's.
Horse tail. Okay.
And the feet are as large as a shield, and just as hard. And
Would you say they're more like tree trunky, or maybe like more bird legged?
I think they're more like a dog, maybe.
Dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay. Anything close to that at all? Are you picking that up? Are you getting that? You see there? You got the barbs on the tusks.
It's getting
Yeah.
chroma keyed out, but we can see it.
Okay. All right. That's what's important. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over Finley's drawing while
I
the
could-
movies go.
I could turn your chroma key off real quick, though, if you wanted to show the viewers.
I'll put it in Discord.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
All right.
Uh,
I'm sorry, Rain. I was really focused there. What was your
There
question?
you go. That's a good
Do-
reason to
do
join
you-
Discord. So you can see
Do
Kyle's
you
pictures.
eventually learn how to cast the polymorph spell? I know I eventually. I'll study it. It's in my book. It just takes me a little while to regather my strength for it. But do you know how to?
I
do
do.
that? You do.
Yes.
You do.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Well, I mean, considering Kurtz is so interested in finding this, did you want to try and perhaps create one for him? We could try it on a grasshopper, perhaps, or something small. But I just don't know how plausible this was. I mean, feathered ears, a snake for a nose, a horse's tail, and what was it?
We fought a chimera, Ren.
That was an actual creature that we killed.
Mid-air.
Ears.
I
Snake
killed.
nose.
Yeah, mid-air. Yeah.
Yes, that. Hello,
Four
Ergra, by the way.
Barbs.
Yes, but I just have you
Shield.
seen these? They just don't fit. The chimera that we faced had 3 heads that were of different origin. These are this is replacing a nose with a snake. So that means it's not a nose anymore. It doesn't breathe. And then wings for ears. Does it hear then, or are they just for show? I don't think it can fly with that.
Troll giant hide. This is important information. You just opened up some crazy can of worms here. I'm excited.
Imagine
You're right.
how useful this could be in our fight against the horsemen.
I just truly hope that
We should all have one.
Finley, if you experiment with this, that we don't accidentally create some grotesque creature that begs to be killed by the time it finishes the spell casting.
I mean, maybe.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah. Yeah, you see experimentation.
Yep.
Kurtz, have you heard of these things being domesticated before?
Well, I've heard stories of the people in the north using them in war, and that's how I originally heard about them. I've never seen them, fortunately. Well, stories were always there. Yes, fortunately. I don't want to fight that. Jesus, look at it.
Well, you said you wanted to have one.
Well, I want to have one.
Well, wouldn't you have wanted to have seen one then?
Well, if I saw one, I was going to have to kill it, and that looks very hard to kill.
You don't think you would just try to tame it?
I don't understand.
Well, if you saw one, I'm assuming you, Kurtz Glaskin, would be more likely to try and tame the creature than kill it.
What if I polymorphed a creature that was already tamed, Kurtz, like a dog or something, you know? Then it polymorphed, it would still have that brain in there of a dog, but would be an elephant.
I hear that these things actually can see into the past and can always find a memory.
I don't think we can possibly create such a creature. It sounds like it's a magical beast. I only can do mundane creatures.
I am so excited to try to make one of these. It's going to be great.
CR30 elephant.
But you're right, Rin. That was a good contribution to the thought process there. See, you should have your own academy where conversations lead to great ideas.
Where they have ideas and not just old, outdated processes.
Hashtag high risk, high reward.
I'll tell you this. I will happily form some kind of academy if the Revenant were somehow removed from their seats of power. Then I would feel
writing it down.
Like
Here's the day. Today's the day. Day 3, year 7. Ren first suggested we kill the Revenant.
I never said kill. I just said removed from power. That has no means of killing. That could be either they are brought to a point where they have to answer for any questions they would do. Right now, they're just so powerful. They could literally do any kind of activity across the continent without any repercussion. So you have to be more considerate to your actions because they could just take whatever they want and do whatever they want.
You're right. It should definitely be one of us in charge of the Revenant, right?
I don't know how you're going to...
I mean,
you know how to do that, Kurtz, then by all means.
I'm not saying
goals.
I'm not saying I know how to do this. I'm just saying, wouldn't it be... Because we know, year 20, that death comes, and we don't know how to really show people that with them leaving it 100%. So how about we have Rin, maybe you, just to somehow, through either... a quiet removal or maybe a forcible one removal of the Revenant so that you have total control. And
audience member, this is our moral compass, by the way.
I am the moral compass. Maybe Ivan is a very trusted individual within Candoria, but maybe someone else sits on the throne, Finley. And maybe, the temple, maybe Tavaria is a helpful high priestess, but maybe there's a high priest in charge of the church itself.
And then we have a wizard who is almighty and powerful, who is the one who rules the other 8. One of 8, or whatever that is Rin. And Urgra is the leader of everything else.
Whatever's left.
Urgra. And maybe one of us does happen to infiltrate the Cult of Chaos and gets pretty high up in that. So maybe
Urgra has her own cult.
Maybe a prior assassin.
I love how you give all of them schools of magic to one guy. One's the king of the world. One of them's the divine leader.
I didn't know what was left. I'm sorry.
The other one gets a cult.
It'd be a really big cult.
Yeah, it's a big cult. They got a lot of power.
I think we want to eradicate the cult. I don't think we want to keep it established.
Oh, well, they're kind of like the cult of dead, right? They're necromancy and stuff. And Urgra, you could be like the goddess of death or something. That'd be fucking cool.
Maybe not a goddess
with a bow.
Maybe
well, I mean, like
that
your own.
G. Maybe that lowercase g. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
fine. I think that's still pretty cool.
Enough boons, we'll get her there. Yeah.
That's up to you, Urgra. I mean, we're just spitballing here, but that's it. That's
I'm
up
just
to you.
saying,
Uh-huh. Oh, look, is that the Tabaxi village up ahead?
I think these
It
were great
is!
plans.
I was more or less hoping that was around our campfire story before we went to bed.
Yeah,
but sure,
that's what I
walking
was
makes sense.
Sure. It continued on into the next day.
The next day.
Yep. Just picked it right back up into.
That was, yeah, exactly. The fire
All right,
goes out, you
perfect.
go to bed, you wake up, you do breakfast while still having this conversation while walking there, and then,
Yep.
The
oh,
whole
look!
castle.
There we go.
The
We
whole
made it.
castle.
Amazing.
Perfect.
All right. Oh, I still have the cock dock up. All right, let's get rid of that. Okay, so
Oh.
you guys are all done with your RP shenanigans?
Yeah.
Ready to pick up?
You're
Okay.
never done with RP shenanigans.
I was
Yep.
having fun.
Mhm.
You guys go as long as you want. Plus, we
Gotta
did
infiltrate the
we did
cock.
have like three. Yeah, we did have like 3 sessions in a row of just all combat. So it's totally
Yeah.
cool if you guys want.
We haven't
Okay,
talked
so
in
we're in a
while, you know?
swamp now, right?
Okay, so the swamp is just on the other side of this. So this is kind of going to be like right before the precipice of the swamp line. So as you guys are coming into it, you're going to see a little bit scattered remains of ruins, which is kind of where Flame was telling you guys to look for. There was kind of a wall that you were following along. So you're kind of going along this. You can kind of smell the swamp that's nearby. It's kind of just that pungent, rotten smell that's just kind of in the air. You're following along the the ruins, and eventually you can start to see a little bit of smoke rising a little bit further down in the ruins, and it becomes apparent that there's a little bit of a settlement. You can see the smoke rising up from these different places, and then there's also just some leather that's been kind of stripped across, kind of creating these makeshift shelters that are kind of up there, and you can hear some murmuring as you are approaching an entryway, which we will drop you in right now.
Meow. So that's a backseat joke.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna
Meow.
say, where?
There we go. All right, the
Right
bottom
now.
right corner of the map, so you guys can see the setup little makeshift shelters and the runic walls that are it's all kind of in rubble, but it's all kind of overgrown by forest growth. So you can see vines and plants that are kind of overtaken it. Tree roots have kind of like protruding out of the ground and kind of wrapped up around different things. So it's very much seems like it's kind of been taken back over by nature. What would you guys like to do?
Gonna poke my head in like this first building and say, what's this guy's name? Fire?
Flame.
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 Okay. Hey, where's Flame?
And as you're looking in there, you're going to see there are 2 tiger tabaxis that are laying on some of these bedrolls that are put out. And they're both kind of seem unresponsive, and they seem to be in a lot of pain. So maybe they're conscious, maybe they're not, but they seem to be kind of like holding themselves, the paws kind of crossed over, and just kind of like making this low growl noise as they are rocking back and forth on their bedrolls that are in this makeshift shelter that has holes and broken parts of the rubble all around it.
I'm gonna pump 5 points of lay on hands into the first one and see if it does anything.
Okay, so as you are doing lay on hands on him, you can feel the transference of the magic going from you to this individual, and it seems that the quote-unquote HP that would be down maybe goes up, but there doesn't seem to be whatever is the source of whatever the problem is didn't go away. That seems to be still there.
All right.
But he will kind of come to as you do that, and you'll see the kind of, as you lay your hands on him, you'll just see the kind of furry eyelids just kind of open up as one of them starts to peer at you, and he kind of looks down at his paws, and you can see that as he kind of pulls them away from his chest and he's looking down, there are these kind of like these blade-shaped growths that are attached to the pads on his paw that are just kind of stuck out, and you can see these kind of rings that are embedded on it, and you can see blood is just kind of dripping down, and the fur that's all on his wrists and his forearm seems like they're kind of stained with blood, like it has been bleeding for quite some time and has reddened the fur and kind of hardened over and then bled some more. So you can just see it's all this crusted built up of red blood on the fur. And he kind of just, thank you. Oh, he's just growling at these massive things that are sticking out of his paws.
Sorry, I'm reading something about lay on hands. So that means that it's not a disease, right? Or poison.
Or at least not a normal one. Might be magical.
Yeah, that's right.
Could be like a curse. But
Because five points cures any disease or poison.
Right, exactly. And
Okay.
the thing didn't go away, so you can tell he definitely responded to. He got more health.
Yeah.
But
okay. No, I just wanted to verify that. It did.
Sure. Nope.
yeah, I don't know any disease that makes you grow spikes out of your paws.
It's it's like it's like a conch. Do you guys know what conchs are?
He's a doctor, not a veterinarian.
Yeah, so it's like a conch
Yeah,
across
I'm
his
a
hand.
doctor. I don't cater to cats.
He's a doctor, not a veterinarian.
Yes, I'm assuming that they do not take offense to that belittlement of them being not a humanoid species. Do we see Flame anywhere? Looking around.
Yes, you can see him kind of hunkered down right up here.
There he is.
And Kurtz, as you after you did the laying hands on him, the tiger will look at you. I appreciate the help, but they've already tried that. It won't do anything.
Does anything actually help, or is it just sort of this incessant growth?
We've tried everything we can think of. Magical. Oh, as he kind of looks down, you can see some more blood starting to come out of this open. So it seems like the roots of whatever this is kind of like embedded into the pads on his paws.
Yeah.
And you can just see blood. It kind of isn't coagulating. It's just continuously flowing out.
I know I just did this, but I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to focus on the roots. Are there roots giving off any sort of...
Oh, good question. It's gonna come across as neutral, so you can't really tell. Yeah, but it's definitely for sure. It's not good or evil. The thing in it, which is that was pretty smart actually.
I'm gonna do one more thing before I'm done with this guy.
Sure.
I'm gonna flick and produce flame because I can just hold it in my hands. It doesn't have to be an attack.
Okay.
And then just sort of holding it like a little fireball at the tip of my finger, I'm just going to press it to the root really like quickly to see if he feels it or if the root reacts to the fire.
Okay. That is a good question. Let me give me a second.
Does it behave like a wart?
Yeah, because if he feels it, it's ingrained in his like nervous system or is like a symbiote or some shit like that. If it reacts, it's sentient.
So you're trying to see if it's further away from... Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay. So when you're up on, like, the... Whatever this growth is, he can't feel that.
He can't feel it, okay.
But he can when you get down towards the pad, like, where they connect. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And it doesn't move or squeal or become alive or rip my throat out? Okay.
Yep. Not that you can tell.
Poison darts.
So, dude, I was thinking, like, Resident Evil or something. I was just going to whip out with, like, a bladed scimitar.
Well, because you know that
Sure.
subtle throat ripping out thing, it just happens so quick.
It is D&D after all.
Just start singing.
I was sort of...
Is that a
the
mushroom?
flame away.
Nah, it's a ninja warrior.
No, I mean, I just like it's like not that you notice as Kurtz is walking to us, his throat
Your
ripped out.
passive perception is just too low. You don't know
Guys,
that.
there was a scary guy over there. Heal myself as my throat's closing.
Oh my gosh, Kurt, what happened?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. By the way.
Alone for 2 seconds.
What do you think this is?
Plant.
It's a plant?
Looks
Ergo
like
walks-
some sort of fungus.
Argo walks up to it and casts Hunter Sense on it.
Okay.
We got all the fun
So
shit.
with that, she will get to know if it has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities.
It seems
To be.
A
It
little.
seems very, very heavily equipped with the resistance and immunities category. Um, obviously, not there's nothing that's completely immune to anything unless it's God, right? This obviously isn't that. So you would suspect that it has some kind of weakness, but you have no idea what it is. But these things seem to be heavily resistant against traditional means.
Even though my ability specifically says I know all resistances, immunities, and vulnerabilities.
So it would be. Okay. Okay. I wasn't planning on you having that. I'll give you some. All right. So,
Things that won't work. Let's go with that then.
no, I can give you something actually. It wouldn't ruin anything. Um, what has been your experience with grung poison?
Urgra's probably not. I don't think she grew up in a swamp, so probably not much.
Okay. So you to kind of appease your thing that you're doing with also not trying to spoil too much, it's going to have some kind of grung origination, which you would know as all poisons, but this is some kind of fungal growth. So you're not sure if it's a grung fungus. You're not sure how this came about, but you would be able to see it's going to be somewhere along those routes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because I think this has something to do with these little frog people I heard about once.
Oh, the bullywugs.
No. There's a different type.
More than one type of
The
little frog
ones
people.
I'm thinking of are like, yeah. These ones are like really colorful.
Sounds
He
He
interesting.
lags. He lags at the worst times.
There he goes. Are you back? There you go. Wait. Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yep, you're good.
Yeah, these little frog people are very colorful, very bright colors, and their skin is poisonous to the touch.
So when you say bright colors, you mean
Like
they're
flowers.
they're like lighter? Okay.
In nature, it means that don't eat me because I'll poison you.
Oh, so like the like sky colored things.
I mean, I don't know the specific colors, but I guess maybe blue, sure. It would be a bright, bright blue, though.
So when you say blue, that's like the water color.
I've never seen these before, Kurtz. All I know is that
No, not the frog. Just like the color is like the water color.
I've never been colorblind, Kurtz. That's never been a thing.
Oh, that's a thing? I just thought I didn't understand colors. But people
Maybe
actually
Kurtz is colorblind.
can't see colors.
Yes?
Oh, that makes more sense now.
Kurtz, what
was-
color is my skin?
Like leaf color.
Okay.
It's like this. Yeah, like leaf, but like not leaf because they're not the same. You understand?
Do you not know the word for green?
Well, green is the leaf color, but not all things that are green are leaves. So it's very confusing.
That's fair.
I wish I was there to say something, but I literally went all the way to flame, and I'm just doing the Rin thing of talking to him and trying to analyze about like
This
the
poor
threat to tiger
bastard laying
stuff.
there on the poor bastard just laying there on the floor, just like, what the fuck?
You're arguing about colors. Ah, for the love of God, it
leaf,
burns!
damn it.
No, it's
Your
leaf
skin is
green.
leaf, it's not green.
All right.
The tiger's like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die here.
And if I don't, I'm gonna kill myself. So either way, I'm dead. All right, so Rin.
Urger brings Kurtz over to the others.
What's that?
Urger brings Kurtz over to the others.
Okay.
I don't know. I have to be led around. Fuck. Okay.
All right. So,
Apparently, you don't know what green is.
all right. So, as you are coming over, to, obviously you'll recognize him because you guys saw him before, and he's the one who told you guys to come here. He's still going to be wearing just the loincloth. He has that kind of curved blade that's at his
Good
side.
God. Do you not have anything to wear?
I dig his attire, by the way. Just loinclothing it out.
That's it,
It's
man.
just
I've seen
slinging
Tabaxi wear
it.
far more than what you wear. Is there like a ration of cloth right now? What's going on?
It's hot, man.
He'll kind of look over at you as he sees you walking up. Is that the first thing that you say to me when... I'm glad you made it, though. Please. Please come. Fierce is here waiting for you. And he's kind of pushing everybody in. He's like, I prefer the freedom of just the loincloth.
I like it.
All right, this is just a you thing.
Oh, it's all me, baby.
It's a me thing.
There's nothing here but me.
Yes, we'll take your word for it as we press on.
So real quick, while Rin was walking up there and Urgra and Kurtz are discussing colors, I don't know if you noticed, but I actually was kind of overtaken by this place that's overtaken by vines and stuff.
Sure.
And I kind of walked down to the south and then started walking on a westward direction. And that's about where I stopped because I figured by the time they were done talking, that's probably about as far as I got. Do you see me over there? There you go. Yep, you're almost there. Go down a little bit. Yep, other way.
Where is you?
That is.
Oh, you're up top. Okay, yeah. All right, so there's going to be the runic wall, and there's going to be some wooden ladders that are kind of leaned up against it. So they're kind of using this kind of makeshift stone wall as some sort of defensive portion to the side of their camp. So you could have climbed up there. I don't know if you realized what that was. So you're...
No, I did not, but I would like to do that if there's ladders there. Can I? Yeah, I would like to climb up on the wall.
Sure, yeah. So you're up top of it. So it's going to be a good 20, 25 feet above the rest of the ground. So you're going to be able to kind of see the rest of the camp. So you're going to see carts and board planks that are kind of leaned up. There's different crates and barrels that are kind of scattered around. There's some food. Most of the people, the Shroud people, you're going to see are actually bedridden. So from up here, you're getting kind of an aerial view, and it looks like almost everybody is looks like they're in pain, and they're all in these different bed locations. There seems to be a few of the tigers that are not infected or not showing anything, and these few of them seem to be completely drained, completely just like emotionally scarred, and just fatigued. It seems like they are the only ones taking care of the rest of this platoon that is completely useless. So these few people are having to feed and water and all these people. What specifically are you trying to do or looking for?
Oh, nothing all that much in particular. But while I'm on top of the wall and I see some of these kind of like guard guys out here that are like fatigued and things, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just take out like a little pan flute that I have, and I will just kind of like do a little pan flute diggy up there just to kind of just change the ambiance of what they're probably used to, just to kind of lighten their spirits for all the 5 seconds that I'll be up there.
Okay, so this tiger that you're up there, so as you kind of look down, you can see there is a small little conch. So he doesn't have the full big one, so it seems like his is maybe more recent. But he's well enough to be able to stand, because he's standing guard, kind of looking over the whole thing. And you get the definite impression that he's taking his job very serious. That he's gives off the very strong soldiery kind of vibe, not just passive town guard. He seems very, like he was ordered. And so you'll kind of see him just like his eyes will kind of follow you as you're kind of like coming up the ladder and kind of come around, but he won't move his head. He seems to be completely staying in the position that he's in. And as you start to play your little instrument, you're not going to see any responses from him except for a little bit of tapping from his foot.
Perfect. Cool. Just want to see.
Okay.
Yep. Little tail wag kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe
just,
like a little, like before, it was just kind of
slurps.
random. There's the only thing moving on him, but you can see it's kind of more melodic, I guess.
And I will. Can I kind of like play my little ditty as I walk across? Like I know it looks a little thinner, but can I just kind of? I'm a halfling, right? I mean,
Sure.
can I just kind of
Oh
like
yeah.
do my little ditty as I go across there, just to kind of raise the troop's spirits for 5 seconds, and then I'll come back
Absolutely.
down here when I see my friends go in the building. I'll be like, oh fuck, and then I'll run back.
Sure. Absolutely. I love it.
That's all. That's all I wanted to do.
Okay. But yeah, but you
These
definitely
guys look
got
depressed. These guys look depressed as shit. So
They do. They looked extremely like this is shitty, but even in spite of all of their people being kind of fucked right now, just the few seem to be still very proud. They seem like it was their honor or their duty to be taking care of them, even though it was completely taking everything that they had. Okay.
Yeah, when I see them start to run towards that building and start walking in, I'll be like, I'll finish my little ditty song and I'll run back down the ladder and stuff.
Okay. So Flame will kind of indicate for you guys to go in there, and you're going to see that poem that Flame had before, and it's going to be sprawled out on this table. You're going to see some of the plates and everything that had some really crappy rations on it are going to be pushed aside, and there's going to be these little daggers that are in each corner of the poem, as it's just kind of pinned to this table. And you're going to walk in and see Fierce. You guys have met Fierce before, I believe, right?
Not in this timeline,
He's not met us yet.
but we have.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So he's a male lion, so he's got the mane that's coming off of him. One side of his face seems very mangled. It seems like maybe like one really bad battle, or just maybe a couple of battles over time where he got re-injured in the same spot. You're not quite sure, but it doesn't seem like one little thing. It's like one. It's the right side of his face is completely mangled, so it kind of pulls up like the whole side of his thing, so it exposes the gum line, which seems kind of darkened from being exposed for years. You can see some of his teeth that are hanging out, and his eye is kind of sealed shut, and it's got this big scar. So this whole half is all mangled up. You can see these pauldron. What do they call them? Cauldrons? Pauldrons? Pauldron. Yeah.
Pauldrons on your shoulders.
Yeah, these pauldrons that are kind of strapped over across, and he has this pole arm, like really really tall weapon that's got a blade on it. That's kind of piked into the ground. That's right next to him. It's extremely long, maybe like 10, 12 feet tall. And he's going to be kind of hunched over this table, kind of looking at the poem as you guys walk in. Welcome, please come in. I had my doubts that you would actually show up, but Flame said he swore that you would come in. Thank you for coming.
Just a little distraction on our way, nothing to worry about, sir.
Well, we appreciate any help you guys can, but I gotta be honest, I don't know what else you guys could do. We've had clerics come in and try to heal. We've had we had a revenant. What kind was he? He's kind of like snapping his hands, trying to think back, looking over another tiger who's maybe like some kind of advisor or something. I believe he said he was... Oh, I don't know. He tried to dispel magic on our people, but it didn't seem to work either.
Was he a grandmaster?
No.
Well, sir, it's not magic. It's a living thing, a fungus.
Explain. Have you seen this before? Please tell us anything you know.
No, I just examined a few of your men before meeting with you here. That's why I was a little late to join my companions, and a few preliminary tests.
A fungus curse? How could you tell?
Well, between mine and Urgra's own deductions, it's not totally sentient, but it's not a curse or a normal wound or anything like that. Magic has no effect on it. It doesn't react to fire. It doesn't actually seem to be burned by fire either.
Because he said he was some kind of abjuration or something wizard, and he couldn't get it to dispel, so he deduced that this wasn't of magical causes, but I don't understand any of this stuff.
It's also not divine, or I suppose you could call it magical in that sense either. That's probably what the cleric wasn't able to help, and healing the wounds doesn't force the growth out of the body. It doesn't expel any foreign subjects like it usually would. Say if I used cure wounds and you had an arrowhead, it would force the arrowhead out. So it's made.
But as your free-loving friend here gestured, this poem holds the answer, you think?
So, we have been trying to deal with a swarm of these giant flying blood-sucking monsters that look like very large mosquitoes.
Sturges?
Is that what we saw?
Yes.
Yes, we've encountered them before.
A very, very large swarm had accrued, and were kind of migrating all together and moved into the swamp. This could pose a very, very big problem for anybody who came across this. It'd be instant death for anyone who wasn't an assembled group of an army or adventurers. So we had assembled here to try to dispatch it so it could not hurt anyone. And while we were here, we were next to the swamp and we were doing some reconnaissance, and people started coming back complaining about pain in their paws. And it escalated and got worse and worse to this.
Right. So you think that then the answer belongs with the bullywogs? Was that it?
That is what we came to assume, since they are from this area. There's frog peoples, but we can't find them anywhere, the little bastards. They are so good at hiding. We searched as much as we could, but now all of our forces are completely bedridden and in an immense amount of pain, and we can't stop this. But we figured they might have some information on this since they're from this area.
All right. And where exactly is the vined wall that is mentioned in this poem?
What vined wall?
Isn't that what's in the stanza behind the vines?
And we can turn to the poem again. Do you want to read it real quick, AJ, just in case
Where
any
is
viewers...
it?
Do you have it?
I have it up.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, go ahead.
Either way.
Okay. Keep a keen eye to stay clear of the hidden dangers that are near. Behind the vine lays your door, but only after the ringing of 4. Gracefully dance around the flame, careful of the whirlwind you must tame. When all the faces turn as one, take the crimson bead and run. Rest the jewel back in its home, ensuring not to select the wrong tome.
This is supposedly how to find the bullywogs in this swamp here, but it does not make any sense to any of us.
That seems like a lot.
Well, okay, once you at least get
We're very good at killing things, but this problem solving is not our forte.
No,
That's fair. That's all right.
Well, once you get past the second stanza, you're in somewhere. You've entered a certain location, and it seems that there are 3 I would associate.
And you'll see him kind of fold his arm. The second stanza is what got me. Yes, the stanza.
Yeah,
Is he
right,
kind of, no idea what you're talking about.
Always tricky, that second stanza. It's all right. It's all right,
Third
Mr.
one.
Fierce.
Third one.
Finley, you know exactly what I mean. You're a bard.
Right. Well, I mean, here's the thing, Mr. Fierce. You know, we've been sent here to try to help. We're sent by the DOC. I don't know if you're familiar with the terminology there, but you know, we do pride ourselves, as I'm sure you know that word enough. No stanzas needed. We pride ourselves in our name. We call ourselves a warrior's oath, and we're here to try to help. So we will do all of what we can to help you and your pride. And and your pride and your pride, and get you back to full fighting stanza there. So,
The second stanza. Get me back up to the second stanza.
yeah, or just back to the first, and then we'll work on the second, So, yeah, anything you could offer us to help you. I mean,
We're here to kill some frogs for you.
yeah, fuck frogs, right? Am I right? As I look around,
No, yeah, they actually stabbed me really bad in the back.
I don't associate as killing the frogs being the solution. They might have the answer or antidote. Maybe keep them alive might be the goal.
Keep them alive until we get the antidote. Got it.
I'm not sure if they're involved. They might not even know. This might be a complete waste of time. This doesn't seem to be fatal. No one has died from it
But yet.
Still, so how far have you scouted this swamp before? Does anything ring a bell when it says, behind the vine lays your door? Is there anything that you would associate as a vine or a set of vines, a growth, some location where these are abundant?
There was an increased amount of vines at the end of this runic wall. We had sent out 4 scouts that were healthy, that were not infected. But they have not returned.
oh shite! All right.
And it's been a couple days.
All right,
Well, I'm gonna assume that your men are dead.
Could you just point me in where that direction is, by the way?
Sure, and he'll kind of guide up next to this wall. So the wall that Finley was walking.
Oh, it's very
on.
close.
Yeah, you follow that wall up, and it will lead to. It'll explain another set of ruins.
Oh, all right. All right. I'm just going to tell Orion to go up, fly down the length of that wall, do a surveillance, see what he can see just from like the quick scout ahead, and then come back so we can convey it to me telepathically. I don't know how long it'll take him, but Orion, go.
Okay. So
shit! That
as long as you're not currently watching, he can go as far as he wants, right?
Oh yeah, he can. Yeah, I just can only reach so far with it. He can just go wherever he wants, as long as he don't die.
Okay. He will. He'll be gone for a while you guys are talking, making plans, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
When he comes back, he will have seen this kind of. Everything's kind of in ruins, but the area that he's going to come back that's of interest is kind of clearing, and these steps that kind of go up. The best way I can kind of theater of the mind it is picture like a Mayan temple, or like
Aztec,
like Aztec, like El Dorado kind of thing, like where like there's a lot of stairs and like these, it leads up to something that looks important up top.
a ziggurat.
Sacrifice pit.
Sure. It's not quite as tall as what I'm describing. It'd be a much shorter version of that, but just to kind of your mind's eye, it's going to be kind of like that. So that would be very different than just kind of the wall. So he would come back and...
Cool.
That's kind of what you would see. But
all right. Well,
that's
a good... We have a place to go. What time is it, by the way?
It is morning. So it'd be morning of day 3.
All right. We got some time before it turns to supposedly 4. I'm going to tell Orion to just stay over there and keep an eye on it in case something happens anytime before we get there.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah, so he'll just be over there.
Okay.
And then when eventually we make our way to it, I'll say anything to report, and he'll tell me yes or no if he's alive.
Okay.
If he's alive.
If he's
I like
alive.
how that's always a stanza, little asterisk.
The second stanza.
What was that, Erdra? Sorry,
That'll
dude.
get you.
What?
Yeah. So as far as the scouts that have actually returned alive, is there any useful information that you can tell us?
The only ones that have returned alive were the ones that scouted out in other areas. The only ones who haven't is from this area, which is why I'm thinking this is where we need to go.
You only sent one team?
No, we sent them out in every direction. They all came back. Most of them
Except for that
infected.
one.
Except one.
That's the only one. And the rest of them couldn't find anything. So I believe just that would be the way we need to check.
It's a fair enough assumption. Yes, it's fine.
Thanks, Luna.
Awesome. Thanks for the gift.
So if this is the case, then we need to arrive there at least before the 4th bell, as it might be proclaimed. It might have to do with the sun, its orientation, perhaps with the location, something that reveals itself. We're not sure, but we need to be there at that time at least. So other than that, I don't know if there's anything else you need help with before we would set off to do whatever it is that we needed there.
Oh, I found the handout for the poem, so I'll pull out the screen in case everyone's...
Would you need any help with something else?
This is the biggest thing that we have right now. That swarm of, what did you call those mosquito things?
Sturges?
Those are definitely a problem. I think that if we can get all of our people back up to health, we could definitely handle it. But at the moment, as long as that swarm doesn't find its way here, we're fucked if it gets here. At this point,
Where is the swarm now? How deep in the swamp?
it seems to be migrating. As far as its current location, I'm not quite sure where, but we
Giant
should.
mosquitoes, right?
What's that?
Giant mosquitoes,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So what would happen if we got like a cow and gutted it in the middle of the swamp to draw them in?
I think you wouldn't need to gut it. It just needs to be bloated with blood.
It might draw them in. I don't feel like we're in any imminent danger, but I don't want us to stay crippled like this for any longer than we have to, in case those things did find us. But the plan
Sure,
is for
tigers-
us to...
Tigers back to health sooner than later. Got it. Yeah,
Yes.
right. Okay.
And there's always the possibility that we don't solve your problem too, so we might just have to get rid of them and do your job for
that any amount of help that you guys can help us, I will definitely put in a good word.
you. Warrior's Oath.
Warrior's Oath.
I will remember the name.
Gibbs Glasgow. Doctor.
Oh, we should probably introduce ourselves. Good call, Doctor. Yes, I'm Finley Shenanigan, everyone's favorite halfling bard.
My name is Rin Inaran.
Grand Wizard, Ren Inaran.
No, by no account do you believe his words.
Oh, you look like one to me.
Mystery Wizard.
Age of Wonder.
Oh, that's nice. Sorry, Urga, as I look over at Urga. Sorry, introduce yourself, Urga. Sorry.
Just Urgra, have you done many perimeter checks to see if anyone's sneaking into your camp and possibly poisoning your people?
I don't believe so. They all seem to get it when they go into the actual wetness of the swamp. This part here is mostly dry.
Right.
When
actually,
they go into and return, they have signs from it, and it's...
That is a slight concern, actually. The water seems to be a little contaminated, at least by what you're telling us. Do you have anything that could be useful at any kind of heavy, thick fabric of sorts? Something with maybe an oil base that doesn't really allow water to permeate? Rubber?
What are you getting at? What do you...
Something to make boots out of?
Waders, essentially.
Oh, got you. They have a lot of leather, tons and tons of leather.
I think we'll be. Oh, I'll be fine.
If you
road.
covered it in like
Water
pitch
tight.
or tar, that might waterproof it.
Be all right.
Barely.
I thought can't only tabaxi get this disease though? Didn't we read that somewhere?
No. Only tabaxis have been out there. We have no clue if others could get it. The only
Let's
reason
just
they
burn
went out
down
into
the
the swamp was to deal with the sturges, but of course, heading into the swamp has caused this issue to plague them. No one else has ventured that far into the swamp as of yet. I'm
That
just
is-
a little concerned about that part.
That
that's
is
all.
why I am not leaving this place at all, because we think it's the swamp. We know that it's not here. I am far too valuable to come to this if it is fatal. So I'm not going to be leaving this camp, because even if we think it's just the swamp, but it might be something else, that's not worth the risk to our people. So
Tabaxi walk everywhere barefoot, don't they?
yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I think if we just get you some like leather boots, Ren, you'll probably be all right.
I don't trust just that, personally. But,
Leather boots will stick to the dry land.
Well,
You can
how
have
is
your
this-
servants carry you?
How he's describing it was, as long as you don't go in the swamp, is their assumption. I mean, you guys can make up your own mind, but
yeah, I just don't want us to suddenly come across swamp water and be like,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
swamp water. Everyone who's got it went into the swamp.
It's the swamp
people
itself.
who haven't got it yet have been going areas around here. They just hadn't gone in the swamp. So that's the connection that they've made.
Swamp monster. Swamp curse.
So one problem at a time here. We think we can solve this problem by going into the vine area, right?
Dart.
Oh, we can solve this problem 2 ways. We can stop the infection or fungus or whatever, or we can kill the striga.
Entire swarm. About how big a number of a swarm are we talking here?
Yeah, what constitutes a swarm?
Couple dozen, couple hundred, couple thousand.
Somewhere between 100 and 1,000. I don't know.
Okay.
They were all
Holy fuck!
grouped
All
up.
right.
It's very deadly.
That is
Yep.
too many.
Oh boy. All right. Should you show me to your leather, your excess leather, soft leather preferably?
Sure, there's going to
Alright.
be lots of these rolls. So they kind of have these set up to kind of like, they kind of set it up and hang it on something and kind of pull on it. It'll kind of go up and make a really quick makeshift,
Wonderful.
like tarp kind of thing.
Thank you.
So there's tons of these rolls everywhere.
Excellent. Kurtz, Finley, Urgra, can I please have your feet?
No, you can't.
I just need you to stand on
They're
the
my
leather
feet.
if
Get
you
your own
don't
feet.
mind.
Well, it's not the weirdest thing anyone's ever asked me before, so that's not all right.
What do you? Do I get them back?
Just stand on the leather. I just need you to
No.
stand on
No,
the
I-
leather.
It's a fair question, Rin. He had a fair question. You are the Mage of Wonder,
And
so
I did clarify now, just stand on the leather. I don't need you to cut your feet, no amputations are required, no borrowing, just place the feet on the leather.
I just
Okay.
got these shoes. Do you want me to
Just
keep
place
these
the
shoes
feet on the
on?
leather.
Okay,
Feet
face
on
them.
the leather. Here we
Okay,
go.
feet-
I'll
okay,
even move
good.
your foot for you. See, one foot here.
There we
There you
go.
go.
Oh, look at that. I did it.
Yes. Now I'm going to pull out my piece of chalk. I've got many of these. I'm going to start tracing a line outlining each shoe imprint for the person so I know their size.
Ooh, that
Then
tickles.
I'm going to make
What?
a relative amount of leather that cushions around it by using a conjuration of scissors just to cut. And I'm going to make the appropriate, what you would call soft cushioned sole in a way for the shoe.
Okay.
And then once I'm satisfied with that, since we have a little bit of time since it's 4 o'clock, I'm going to go outside, look for a tree of any kind, lots of like thick, heavy wood of any sort, and just kind of bring Kurtz along with me. Go, Kurtz, could you help me? I need you to cut some wood.
Sure.
He has an axe.
I do. I have a hatchet.
A
Well,
warning.
You also have muscle, and I prefer to use that.
I'll
'cause I
know
don't
which
have
way
as
the
much.
tree's gonna fall, because.
Yeah, that way.
Just one tree might do.
It'll glow if
supposedly.
it's gonna hit us. We're fine.
I just need a sizable amount of wood that would cover, let's say, from up to your shin, my shin, Urgra shin, and Finley shin.
Sure, I'll cut down a tree.
Great, thank you. After he's done with that, I will use a 4th level spell, and I will cast Fabricate.
Okay.
And what I am going to do is I can make 8 items. So I'm going to make each of us a pair of large, long, wooden, completely made of wood boots. But I'm going to have the insides be made with leather so that they're a little soft on us. You can
Okay.
still fit your entire normal shoe boot that you're currently wearing, your actual gear. So that all you should hopefully have to do is, and I'm going to fabricate them to have a little bit of like a opening so you can get in. So they're large, obtuse, they're bizarre looking. They're not really for fashion, but
Sure.
they will be big enough to allow you just to slide your foot in and have what you would call clonkety clocks that are now shin high. So in case we need to go in water, we have something.
Okay. So they're gonna go how on. like,
They're
how,
boot clogs, basically.
how high would this go? I'll
Shin high.
allow you to make some watertight boots. Obviously, it's gonna have like a walking penalty.
It's something we'd only put on if we need to cross water. You can just I'll put them in the bag of holding for the meantime. But in case we need to cross anything that is knee deep water or
Knee
something
deep?
like that, in a way, we now have basically just something.
Okay, so is it like knee deep for all of them, and Finley's
Yeah,
still
knee deep
knee,
for all
or
of
is it like taller for Finley's because he needs to be up to that knee deep?
No.
Full body.
Finley,
I'll
it's,
just carry. I'll just carry. them.
yeah, we might carry him if it gets
Okay.
that bad, but it's knee high for. You got to still be able to walk somewhat.
It's like
Finley still gets a pair just so he doesn't get upset.
That's probably the smart thing to do.
It's if
I
it's
mean,
only
we're going to
knee
be
I'm
high,
not
you
walking
there.
could
very
drown in that
weirdly.
much
We're going to be
water.
doing like this kind of walking to get across things, but I mean, it's just to get us across. If we
Sure.
did it.
Sure.
Yeah. And then I'm
Clonkety
gonna
clonks.
rest to get my spell slot back. But that is what I'm doing for the amount of time it takes for us
Awesome.
to get over there.
Smart.
I'll be doing a perimeter check, and I'm just looking for any frog prints that maybe if they had any visitors or infiltrators.
Oh,
Sure.
Frog Prince!
A prince.
I'm
Oh,
looking
you
for a
said
frog
Prince, and you were gonna kiss the
She's
frog.
gonna kiss him. What?
We're in her backstory now. Mother of God. She's an elf.
That's how we get in. Find the frog prince.
Yeah.
Hey, we could kidnap the frog prince.
All right, are you looking for survival
Ransom.
or nature or
we'll do
what are you
survival for some tracking.
Okay.
Here.
Man tracker.
trying- Mm, mm, mm.
There it goes.
A lot of
Wow.
nonsense tonight.
Yeesh.
0 frog prince.
I like the
Fucking-
frog formerly known as Prince.
Yeah.
That was from Certified Moron in the Tomb.
Nice. Nice.
But I guess
Well played.
you very quickly give up on it though, because it would make sense that someone who's native to this area probably wouldn't leave traces of where they're going anyway. Seriously, I gotta say they're not here.
Yeah. You're all safe. Don't worry.
Were we not safe?
Well, I thought possibly, you never know, the frogs, if they're like actually aggressive, if they want to try tactics of trying to poison the water source or something. I don't know. It's just making sure.
You know, the
All right,
last
well,
time we came across Bullywugs, one of them stabbed me in the back. For no reason, mind you.
When you were there,
And?
I was trying to do a thing with Kurtz was here, but okay.
Ah.
Didn't
I
you
mean,
make a
Kurtz-
Kurtz was here with frog parts? Didn't that happen? Wasn't
I
that
mean,
a thing?
Kurtz, your name might have gotten around
okay,
enough
he
at that
froze,
point for them
okay.
to fear you.
Oh, I froze.
Amazing. All right, so Rin will finish making the thing. Urgra is looking for a frog prince to kiss. No dice on that.
She's
We're gonna go.
Wait, hold on. Finley, you forgot about the bard, sir.
Hmm.
DM.
We're just going on break. I mean, we're gonna come back. To do
No,
whatever
hold
we wanna
on.
do.
Before we go to break, we're talking about what everyone's doing.
We're on a roll, apparently.
Okay.
Right.
All right, chat. We will all. I know you guys want to take a break. You wanted to go to the bathroom. get a drink.
I'm just gonna
Well,
say
all
what I'm
of
doing, then
us
we can go to the
will wait.
bathroom.
Go ahead, Finley Shenanigans. The
Thank
floor
you.
is yours.
Thank you. No, it's nothing major. I'm gonna keep I'm doing what I was doing before.
And we're gonna meet him. All right, we'll see you guys. No, go ahead, Kyle.
Unmute me. There we go. Son of a bitch. All I want to do is I want to go around the rest of the camp and kind of explore this whole little area. And anytime I walk into someone that's maybe feeling a little sickly, try to, lift their spirits up, do a little like presentation or do some magic tricks, or any guards that are out there, maybe give them a little bit of food or water kind of thing and talk to them for a little bit. Just we have a lot of time, so I'm just going to kind of just walk around and just mix and mingle with people to get their minds off of being,
Goodwill ambassador.
yeah, tigers are very prideful and they're, they're down in the dumps and I'm trying to bring them back up to spirits. That's all.
I like it.
Now we can go on break.
So all of that
Sir.
you couldn't have said when we came back. All right.
I swear
It's
we were
kind of
setting it
implied.
up for before the break. God
Okay.
damn it, Sean. All right.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. All right, we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Okay, bye.
We'll give away some
Be back
table
in a
tokens
second.
too when we come back.
Wait.
A lot of nonsense tonight.
It's not going. Push the button.
The dice are telling me it's a 20. We're sticking with it. Okay, just go. I'm gonna go over here because I'm gonna belt this shit. I'm just gonna go.
Yes, this is my daughter Melody.
Oh.
You shall find justice upon your soul. Turn it into let's go with a gelatinous cube.
Okay.
And I'll let it just go ahead and sit there and start dissolving the place up.
Yeah, we're on our phones. shit.
No, we're paying attention. Yeah, we're folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
I'll just sort of run my finger through the scar that goes across my head. Indeed. Grab it by the head, start slamming the skull into the stone wall next to me until the skull just shatters. Bend the fucking knee, peasants.
I'm gonna burn a lucky point.
Okay.
Oh my god!
It's meant to be.
Tell Caldivar, if you can, please, sir, that Kurtz Glaskin is going.
Come up to Ren and say, speaking of teamwork, do you have any offensive spells at all?
Right? He's got really scruffy, nasty beard and kind of kicks his foot. Ow! Down. And he just starts going off on this rift. Martha will turn to the crowd and he'll go, "Are you not entertained?" Hail, brave adventurer!
Hello there, everyone's favourite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigan here. Being the soulful adventurer that I am, and known for telling a tale or two, pull up a stool to grab a pint as I tell you a story about my favourite hero, me. In my years of travelling, I met people of all walks and cultures. Although the horsemen coming didn't affect me directly, I saw the toll they left behind. The destruction and devastation these villainous beings left in their wake sparked something within me. How was I, Finley Shenanigan, to become the greatest, most legendary bard that Candoria had ever seen, if no one was around to behold my glory? More importantly, where is Alundra? When will she be back? And what will she be wearing? Hopefully something revealing. Anywho, setting on my journey, I shared my glamour with those who had never witnessed such pure, unadulterated excellence before. My legacy was to replace their despair and unite the people for the war yet to come. In the end of the day, everyone can be a hero. Everyone has a little adventure inside of them. And if you don't, would you like one?
Ah, salutations. I am Rin Anoran, historian of Candoria, renowned problem solver, an elf of esteemed conscience. When I became of age, I set out as a Rena and departed from my home of Othalos to the city of Egoras to study the arcane arts. With some difficulties, I was able to teach myself while working as a scribe in the library of Alashar. There, I produced a masterpiece of Candoria's history and its secrets, my manifesto, the true record of our world. However, even my aspirations dwindled when Alundra's guidance vanished, followed by the devastation from the horseman's wake. Despite all the wounds we have suffered, I shall never let our existence be forgotten, for I believe our best hope lies with our knowledge and story made eternal.
My name is Kurt Glaskin, and I have lost everything that I've loved in this world. My daughters, my wife, my friends, all of them dead to the horsemen. And now I have a chance to redeem myself, to protect my friends, to lead humanity into a new age of light and hope. Alundra abandoned us, the goddesses abandoned us, and left us with these monsters. And I want to take everything from them that they've taken from us. I live in a world of blood and hatred and violence, and so I will become that violence. I will be that hatred, and I will be exactly what we need, a sword against the darkness.
My name is Urgra Dropper, and I am a dependable ambassador. I was the only half-breed in my mother's tribe of orcs where the threat of being eaten constantly hung over my head. And yet, those were some of the happiest times of my life compared to my time with the Revenant. I was 12 when I first picked up a bow and started hunting, and I quickly found that people make the most interesting prey and often deserve an arrow in the head far more than most monsters. Magic and even the Three Sisters were always something weird and sinister to me. That is, until by chance I crossed paths with the High Priestess Alundra, who showed me that magic, like everything else, can be used for good or for evil. And that's what I'll keep on repeating to myself every time one of those stuck-up magical morons say something that makes me want to cut out their tongues.
The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
Across the screen. Press the button.
And the X's. All right. That's really. Everyone gave me a shot. So
there we go.
Cheers, everyone.
So cool.
Oh,
right.
Sean.
Woo!
All right, I'm ready to play now.
That gave me a chill. Oh.
I got 20 seconds for it. Quick. What's up?
Did our stones recharge over the long rest?
They did not.
They did not.
They did not.
Okay. Interesting.
Weird.
Oh, we promised to do a giveaway, so let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah,
real quick.
do that.
And I made an adjustment.
1 million.
To reward our subscribers. Subscribers get an extra ticket. So when I open it up, you guys will do exclamation point raffle, and it'll give you 1 ticket. But if you're a subscriber, you get 2 once you enter.
Well, look at that. Pays to be a sub.
All right, so let's go ahead and open that one real quick. 50 table token giveaway. All right, it is open, so you can do exclamation point raffle to enter, and we will pick one.
Just like that.
All right, so we'll turn it back over to you guys.
And I give resources to them. Oh, I mean, I wish you could.
Give resources? What do you mean?
To us, I think.
If I'm gifting subs, can I give resources with them or not? Oh, like table tokens? So, because we're doing the VIP thing, we used to do it where people can give table tokens away, but we did away with that because there's the VIP thing. It's not really fair if somebody gets a ton of points and they just give it to their friend or whatever. So, no gifting table tokens. You gotta earn them yourself. Like myself, let's check how many points I got. None because I keep losing them. And as a joke, I added 999 million, but I took them away. Like, I'm not going to be cheating. These guys aren't getting any extra points. Everybody's it's just going to be whatever you guys actually got. All right, so the giveaway is going. What do you guys want to do? Was there anything else you guys were wanting to do in the meantime?
I just wanted to get us a little bit prepared for what could be ahead.
Yeah, let's go get to the vines.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, as we get closer, hopefully Orion will tell me if he saw anything.
All right.
Of note.
Let me switch this over here. All right, so the area you guys are going to, I'll go ahead and drop you at the base there. And we only got 2 people in the giveaway, so it's 50-50 for whoever wins it so far. Let's see when else enters. All right, you guys should be at the bottom center.
All right.
All right, so this is the area that Orion had scouted out. Again, just in case anybody forgot, Poem said, keep a keen eye to stay clear of the hidden dangers that are near. Behind the vines, the vine lays your door, but only after the ringing of 4. Gracefully dance around the flame. Careful of the whirlwind you must tame. When all the faces turn as one, take the crimson bead and run. Rest the jewel back into its home, ensuring not to select the wrong tome. So what that means, you guys will have to...
Well, so I will, when I get around here, just say, Orion, did you see anything funny? Because there should be something hidden or dangerous leading up to this, I believe.
How far were you wanting him to scout? Like he found this area.
if he found the ziggurat, I would want him to survey the ziggurat, see if any funny business happened. If he saw anything, did a critter go by and just go exploring and fall into a pit trap, or did maybe he see that there's some displacement, maybe already inactivated anything?
This place seems to be there's no activity. There's nobody moving around. The top of it is going to be, as you guys kind of look for it from where you are here, there's kind of staircases. So the highest area is going to be kind of forward from where you guys are here, so you kind of have an orientation. To the sides is kind of like not really a maze, but some random walls that kind of make it not a straight shot, but there seems to be some other areas around the sides that he would have noticed.
Okay. While we're walking and talking, I will just conjure one unseen servant as we get there.
Okay, and we're getting ready to jump back in the game, so we are going to close the giveaway real quick, give out some points, and jump right back into playing. All right, so we'll go ahead and close. Pick a winner. Certified Moron.
Nice.
There you go.
Woohoo!
All right, congrats. I'm going to go ahead and add those for you real quick.
Ta-da!
And he's the one that won last time, and we forgot to give him points. I gave him to...
I don't know.
during Wednesday's game. Yeah, the
Whoops.
thing wasn't working. So I'm actually going to give him 100. I gave the other ones to the other person, but yeah. So I'll go ahead and give you 100. So you're at 274 now. All right. All right, congrats.
Nice.
All right, so back to you guys. All right, so you're right here at this entranceway. So you're going to see more of these overtaken, ruined kind of areas. So you're going to see moss built up and vines kind of growing over things and tree stumps and like lots of vegetation that's kind of out of this. It is a little bit drier here. It doesn't seem like the swamp that he was talking about is at this place. As you guys are kind of looking around, you're going to see some pillars that are, so these little things that you guys see right here, these are actually going to be these pillars that are standing up, and they look very rotted out, broken up, maybe some plant life that's kind of entangled around it, and maybe those things are only what's holding them up. They seem like they possibly could fall at any moment. What would you guys like to do?
I'm going to conjure a tiny, like, little, I'm going to make it look like an actual lantern. It's going to look like an actual piece in lantern. It's glowing, and it has, like, a light on it, and I'm just going to hold it to the unseen servant, so it's just kind of floating in air. I'm just going to tell him, could you walk perhaps 15 feet ahead of us and just keep going in that direction, and I'm going to retrace the steps you take.
Okay.
So in case there's anything to trip on the ground, hopefully he trips it.
Okay.
So he's going to be going maybe 20 feet ahead.
Okay, so what we'll do is wherever your token is will be the unseen servant. Just for your indication, we'll just assume you're 20 feet back.
Sure.
Okay.
So do you guys mind following the lantern for safety?
No.
Sure. Sounds like a plan to me. All right. Yeah, so far so good. Cards, you coming? Are you going over there?
All right, he's going right turn there. Right degree, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then straight up the stairs.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Okay. We good so far here? No one... Are we good?
It looks like he's all right so far. The lantern hasn't been extinguished, or he hasn't been squished, for all I can tell.
All right, so as you guys go up to the stairs, you're going to see it kind of open to the right, and there's going to be an area that opens up that way. Up ahead, you're going to see there is another set of staircase that goes up. But right to the left here where that pillar is, you're going to see that there is kind of you can kind of see up a little bit. This area to the left of you was much higher, so it seems like the stairs that go up to the north is going to kind of button hook and wrap back around.
I'm still keeping on the exploration of the unseen servant.
Okay. All right. So right when the unseen servant passes, right where Kurtz is right now, you're going to see that the kind of vines that are kind of wrapped around this pillar are going to kind of move and free up, and the rubble that is the pillar is going to start to fall. So the unseen servant is going to be right in that spot. So that trap for falling pillar is going to need a dexterity saving throw, but you don't really have them for unseen servants, right?
Oh, he just has a 19.
19?
If it still takes half damage, he probably pops. But if it's no damage, then he's still up.
Okay. With a 19, that is going to be enough, so he's going to be able to pass through it. So you guys are going to see the floating lantern kind of move forward, and as it goes over on the left, the kind of vines will kind of recede around, and the rubble's going to kind of fall completely all across.
Oh, watch out there!
Hold.
Hey, whoa, hey.
And you're going to see this guy, bam, land right on the ground.
Whoa. Hold up there. Stop. Let me come back. Try going over that rough ground. Can he climb that? Is it okay?
Yeah, you guys can go back over. It was more just an obstacle that fell.
All right.
Fell down.
All right. I'll have him walk in that way, and we'll kind of peer and watch the lantern float to the middle.
Do we just want to burn any of those we come across, the vines, just in case?
Well, sure, keep an eye out for them, I suppose.
Oh wait, so the part you just moved up to is elevation higher.
Yeah, we gotta go up.
All right.
These.
But you can kind of see it. So as you walk past, as the pillar falls, you can notice that there's some kind of structure that's at the top there. It seems to be kind of thatched together. You see like things that are naturally of the jungle that's around here. So you can see things kind of wrapped up together. There seems to be some kind of structure up there. It's kind of hard to make it out what it is from down there.
Sneak.
Might not be a bad idea.
We'll go a little
Now that we just dropped a pillar and made a lot of noise.
And I'll just call my unseen servant, Gerald. Gerald, could you go more stealthily, please?
Okay.
Did it.
We are baller.
It's been a long time since I crit failed.
This is the unseen servant's stealth check.
All right, and with
Watch
the
him be
crit
the
fail,
stealthiest.
Kurtz, that's also going to give you disadvantage on whatever the next roll that you.
Well, the servant is stealthier than me.
Okay.
With a glowing lantern.
Okay,
I'm
so
excited. I
13.
want to kill some frog people.
All right, I'll have the thing. Do I see any vines ahead of my servant that could potentially become hazardous?
Not from where you are right now. This
Okay.
seems to be this area seems to be pretty clear.
All right, keep going, Gerald.
Onward, Reginald.
Okay. And as you guys make your way up the stairs, it's going to expose. There seems to be two more pillars here with the vines wrapped around them, just like the one that had fell before. There is a stone pedestal that's on the ground, and there is a large mallet.
Hold on, Gerald.
That seems to be laying
Wait.
right across it.
All right. So, do you think those vines are a bit? Wait a minute. Oh, bloody hell!
What's up?
Yeah, does it look like Kurtz could lift that hammer?
I could probably lift that hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Kurtz. The ringing of 4 is nothing to do with time. It's to do with actually ringing something 4 times.
Oh.
Do you see a bell anywhere, or a gong, or something to hit that could resonate? Did that thing back there behind the pillar that we saw a glimpse of, did it look like a metal dome of some kind?
It may have something like that in there. Yeah, you can only kind of see the shell of it. There might be something inside of it. Yeah.
That might have been the bell back there, Kurtz. Don't wait, Kurt, whoa, hold on. Let Gerald go first.
Hammer.
Let Gerald go first. He's expendable. You're not. All right, Gerald
Fine,
just
Dad.
starts walking over there. He
All
starts,
right.
I say, start flittering around, Gerald. See if you can trigger anything.
Okay, so I need another dexterity saving throw from
Oh, good, Gerald.
Gerald
Thanks, Gerald.
as another pillar
15 for
falls.
Gerald.
Okay, he's gonna
Gerald's rolling a lot better than I would have.
he's gonna barely make it out of the way. So as he moves forward, you're going to see the vines just kind of like pull back and recede as another pillar just falls.
I
as
feel
the
like this is like a
stones just
Mr.
kinda
Magoo.
crumble down.
Yeah. So when it happens this time, with my passive perception, are like the vines themselves just receding into the woodwork like tentacles, or is they like breaking, or something cutting them, or what's going on?
They seem to be kind of like, picture you up there kind of hugging and holding it, and then you looking down and just like releasing it. So that's kind of what the vines kind of did. It was kind of like a wrap open to let the rubble fall.
Guys, the vines are onto us.
All right. Well, sentient vines is not something I haven't heard of before. Gerald, could you please head down to make sure that the path is safe for Kurtz to pick up the hammer and head straight back to that thing? So Gerald's gonna walk in a straight line down that way.
Okay, so when you are...
Fucking Gerald. It's like our
Gerald's a
mind.
baller. No
Like our
fucks
mind
given.
canary. We're just like, go, Gerald.
When you get there, I need another dexterity saving throw at that spot.
All right. Come on, Gerald. Oh, dude. Oh!
So
And
close, Gerald.
Gerald and the little light source are going to plummet as the floor was false, and it's going to expose this round spike pit that's under there. So the trapdoors just kind of open up, and goodbye, unseen servant.
Ooh.
Bye, Gerald.
That
is
must have
no
hurt for
longer.
a brief second for Gerald. Well,
But remember, so just remember, Gerald's more good at bobbing and weaving from danger, not necessarily death from below. Jumping out of the way of
I mean,
Circles.
I granted, I think he did a fairly good job for the most
No,
part.
he did great. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you'll have to circumvent that, Kurtz, in order to pick up the hammer and ring the bell.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and check for traps.
Yes, I was gonna recommend.
So I'm gonna go ahead and check for traps.
Okay.
And do you want me to roll anything, or do you want to use my passive perception?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna use my passive because it's 17.
All right. So between where you are and the thing that you guys are looking for, there doesn't seem to be any others, but you are suspect of the other pillar on the other side of the gong. That one looks like it may be another trap as well. But
Can I just torch that with the produce flame?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So I'm gonna say it looks good, but that other pillar looks a little weird. Hold on, I got it. Boom.
All right. So as the flame touches the vines, you're going to see them kind of shrivel back, and instead of like releasing them to fall forward, it'll just kind of collapse in on itself. So the rubble will just kind of fall where it
Those
was.
dicks were throwing pillars at us. All right, looks clear.
All right. Did you want to pick up the hammer now, or?
Oh yeah, we gotta check out this fucking Stargate.
All right, so there is a very large metallic plate that's in the center that's kind of domed around, that's kind of suspended up by these straps. It's hanging in this thatch kind of setup. And when he was saying looking for a gong, that's actually what this looks like. It looks like some kind of tribal paint across the front of it, but it does look like a gong.
Now, do you guys think that we need to find 4 of these and ring each of them once? Or like 2 of these and ring them each twice? Or just this one and ring it 4 times?
Well, the poem said specifically behind the vine lays your door, but only after the ringing of 4. So it could be 4 individuals, perhaps, but we'd have to probably scout around for any more of those. No, I'm going to have Orion start flying. He's got some aerial view, see if he can see any more of those similar things somewhere scattered around the ruins.
Okay. He is not going to see any other of these gong-like structures, but he is going to see kind of a clearing. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of move him around so you can kind of see what the area looks like.
Yeah.
As he's flying ahead.
Shit. Okay.
Just because I can't help myself as we're in this room waiting for unseen service to trap, I would like to look around in the general vicinity for, like, we're in temples and stuff. This is always a time to be adventurous. I would like to see if I can find any, like, trap doors or hidden doors, or, you pull
Finley.
on you put your fingers in the face of the thing and then pull down and the door swings open. I want to look for hidden
Make
stuff.
sure you have a bag of sand ready to, like, do the...
Finley.
Do the Indiana Jones swap?
Yeah.
Finley.
Yeah.
There's a treasure chest.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
You would have seen 3 of them, actually.
There are 3.
So as I'm combing the walls. Wait, what? Oh, you found something, you see.
Kurtz is on it with you with the hands, gloves of climbing like lizards, like treasure.
Okay.
Back down the stairs that way was 1. I missed the other from
Yeah,
the Skippy
the
Dips,
other 2
but,
are going to be this direction over, yeah.
Okay.
Can I still make my check to see if I see any hidden things, or
I see them. Yes. Okay. No, sure. You do your check. I was just mentioning it to you.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah. Investigation or what?
Sure.
Oh, I have to roll with disadvantage. Hold on. There you go. Still
All
a
right.
26. Not
So
too bad.
You're looking for like some kind of secret passage or something?
I just, we're in a temple, Sean.
Sure.
It's one of those things where, not only are there booby traps where you fall into the pit of spikes of death, but you kind of look around and they're like the ancient hieroglyphics. It's like this plus this equals this. And I look around the room. It's like, oh, that's over there and that's over there. So if I just pull on this, and then, a door swings open. I don't know. It's a temple. That's what I'm looking for.
Mayan temples and like Victorian mansions are the same thing.
Same contractors.
Yeah.
All right. So right here on the wall, there's going to be a stone that kind of seems to be out of place. It's kind of sticking out a little bit more, maybe kind of a little cattywampus. Seems to be loose.
Okay, all right, there we go. Okay, so hey, everyone, I think I might have found something. I'm not really sure too much, but you see how everything else is kind of like a nice sandstone kind of color in here? This one's purple. No, I'm just kidding. It's not purple, but it does seem a little bit off, right? It doesn't seem to fit the rest of the mold here. It's a little loose too, and I'll just kind of jiggle it just enough to not do anything crazy. It seems a little loose.
Yeah, it does loose. Yep, and it seems like it can recede if you pressed into it.
All right. Do you want to push the button, Finley?
It's just one of those things where I just can't help myself. But yes, I want to push the button. Yes, absolutely, I will push it now.
Kurtz, no, God, Kurtz.
Nope, you already triggered it. Yep, nope, you already triggered me.
All right, so as
don't know if it's good or bad.
Sure, no, as you kind of like push in a little bit, you can feel it kind of like start to continue to push itself further than what you pushed it in. So it's definitely some kind of button of sorts. And Urgra behind you, it's not going to affect you. It's just out of spot. But over here, at that location right there, you are going to see a green fog start to spurt from these little tiny holes that are in the ground that you probably wouldn't have noticed because they're covered in kind of dust. So as it kind of spurts up, you can see the kind of dust kick out of the way. So this green cloud's going to kind of come out of the ground right here in this area. It's going to kind of linger up and it's going to slowly start to dissipate, but it seems that he kind of disabled a trap or triggered it, and so that area might be able to be passable once that fog is cleared. So you would have seen that.
Finley, I think that brick you pushed just triggered a trap.
Okay.
It's way down there. I think this is if someone was trying to defend this place, they could, if they knew these buttons, they could possibly activate the traps to their advantage against invaders.
Okay.
The bad guys.
DM, is there any way to like pull it out and push it back in again?
Nope. So kind of where everything was flush, this one was sticking out further. You kind of pushed it to where it'd be kind of flushish, but it's going to continue to recede. So now it's set back like beyond past where the flush is. You can still see the stone, but it's kind of like in there, so you couldn't really grab it.
All right. Everyone, just pay attention for that kind of stuff. I will use. I will be detonated. I will continue to look for that stuff as we're walking through.
Kurtz, if you want to come over here, there's two chests side by side right there.
Am I the meat shield to get bit?
No, I just didn't know if one of those might be trapped. We might want to be together in case something happens.
Get eaten by the mimic. Got it.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have experience with getting eaten by the mimic.
Okay.
So.
You think one is a mimic?
I don't see why it wouldn't be a mimic.
Well, I can. Urker, do you want to shoot them both?
I mean, we could have.
Wait! No! Hold on, Urgra. Maybe you can shoot them, but hold on. Why don't the two of you? We could do our firebolt contest right now. See if which one of the two of you can actually hit one of the fucking things.
I don't want to necessarily damage what could be in there. That could be useful.
A firebolt's not going to damage a chest. It's just going to fuck it up a little bit, right?
Mine will actually completely light it on fire. Mine's like god magic.
All right, fine. Urgra, fucking shoot the things. It's all right.
With
but
normal
if it doesn't,
arrows, okay. With just normal arrows.
Yeah, we can do it when they're empty.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, compromises. Okay.
As much as I hate sacrificing a 25-pound chest,
you can only carry so many of those. Kurtz.
True.
Urgra picks up a rock and throws it at the one on the right.
Like screen right, like this one right here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Stage right, screen right.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh god damn it!
Fucking call.
Does it take a point of damage?
Ooh,
who crit on their initiative?
I did.
Oh, 11. Make a wish. 12. I wish they weren't bad.
Fucking.
Oh gosh, they both are. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's so cool. Okay. I can honestly say, in all of my D&D experience, I've never fought a mimic before, so that's fun.
You did. You fought us early on in year one.
Wait, when? When did we
The
find a
black
mimic in
pellets,
that
the
one?
black pellets, they formed into a mimic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yeah,
I
we
take it
took out
back. I fought
Kurtz.
one mimic
Yeah,
before.
it
Okay,
straight
okay.
like fucked me up. It had me in its jaw and was like whipping me around like a rag doll.
All right,
My
so
apologies. I have a bad memory.
yeah, you do. All right, so let's get these guys in there. We will.
Are these similar to those mimics of black balls?
We have to actually
different?
look around.
Oh, sure. Now you remember.
They're temple mimics. Are they temple mimics?
Oh, God. Are they temple mimics?
All right, so I'll roll the highest actually. So we'll go ahead and let you get your rock throw off. Or did you say you threw a rock or arrow? I don't remember what you said.
I just tossed a rock at it to see if it would do anything.
All
Because
right.
my arrows would damage the chest too. Was the thing.
Sure. All right. So what we'll do is a bonus action since we're now starting the economy because that's going to trigger it. So bonus action is going to be hitting the rock, and as the rock kind of tink on top of it, you're going to see the top of the chest going to kind of pop open, and you're going to see these teeth that are kind of surrounding over it while this large tongue is kind of coming out, and you can hear it kind of hop forward, and you can hear some chinging of coins inside of it, and that is going to trigger the other chest to also open up. So your bonus action is gone, but you're at the top of the round. I need you and Kurtz to make a dexterity saving throw, as you can hear coming from behind you right here.
Don't worry, guys. I have disadvantage on this roll.
Why is it saving throw? Why?
Dexterity saving throw?
Because he's at the lame leg.
Oh, he had the
crit fail.
Crit failed.
Oh.
I would have made it anyway.
Actually, I have to roll. Initiative check would be a disadvantage too, yeah?
Technically, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so I should actually be a 5.11, not 11.11. Okay, it actually moved me. Okay, cool. We're good.
Okay. All right, so Urgra got a 16 and Kurt's got a 5. All right, so Urgra, you are going to be able to, you're going to hear the sound coming from behind you, and you're going to see a handful of these little darts that have these little red things at the end, kind of flying from this pedestal that's kind of like the stone portion that's kind of stuck out. Some little holes are going to shoot out these darts. They're going to come flying straight down towards you guys. You're going to be able to get out of the way, but Kurtz, you are not, and you are going to take.
Big boy damage.
You're going to take 3 piercing damage and 7 poison damage.
Ooh.
So 7 poison damage.
Pretty much.
Okay. And then we'll go to Urgra. So you can go ahead and start your turn with your bonus action already gone.
Yep, and she's just like, shit! And she will go 5, 10, 15, 20, go up on a wall 15 more feet.
Okay.
And then she will take out she'll take a conquest bow. She's gonna do 2 fires on this one right here.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and make it
Mimic damage.
do fire.
Okay. All right, that will hit. They are not very difficult to hit.
Yeah. Shot the second one. Why isn't it not listening to me?
Okay, that will hit as well.
Oof.
Ooh, max damage, and not bad. 20 points.
All right.
I don't even get a bonus like that. That's nuts.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
Nothing else I can do.
Okay, so the 2 arrows, and that was the left one you said? This one over here?
Yes.
Yes.
I think that is the one.
Okay. All right. Now we go to Rin. So you're going to see 2 arrows flying from Urgra. She's kind of like running backwards and then kind of scaling up some of the runic temple walls. She's firing 2 arrows. You're going to see them piercing into the left mimic stage right for you guys, but left on the map. What would you like to do?
Following Urgra's lead, I'm going to focus my fire on that one little mimic. So I'm going to shoot a firebolt at it, as I also will repeat the motion of backing away from 24 to hit.
Oh,
Ooh, nice damage.
That's actually, believe it or not, a 3 on my screen on the 3D die.
I know it said 3 to me.
it was
too,
like
and
it was
I waiting
cocked.
for it.
Yeah.
But yep, and then I will back up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 that way
Okay.
after I hit it. And I'll just be like, well, 2, didn't expect 2.
Okay. Next we will go to Kurtz. All right, so you just got some darts that kind of just fire at the back. They're gonna kind of hit. A lot of them will hit kind of the bit of armor that you got, but some of them are gonna hit them on the back, the neck, and you're gonna feel some poison kind of coming in through into your flesh from these little tiny darts.
Like, I'm gonna kill these frogs as soon as we find them. 5, 10, 15, 10. First attack is gonna be to the one everyone's been hitting on.
Okay.
And that will be with normal, not disadvantage. So it'll be 18.
That will hit.
Ooh.
16 damage.
All right, it's looking pretty banged up, but
shit.
it is not dead yet.
All right, I'll hit it with the second one then. Probably not though.
That will hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Woo!
That big damage again. 13 damage.
All right, how do you want to do it?
I don't know how mimics die, so I'm just gonna be wildly flailing at it 'cause I'm terrified of it. They're just like caving in the top of the chest or whatever it is.
All right, you're
Blood
going
everywhere.
to see.
Oh shit! There's more. Oh my god!
Oh.
What the hell did I just hear?
All right,
20d4.
so as
Jesus.
So as you bring your Zweihander down and you wreck it, the top lid of it's going to kind of like get dislodged, like the top jaw of it's going to kind of shatter off, and as it was kind of hopping forward, it's going to hit right as you chop it, and there are going to be 50 copper pieces that just come flying out and scatter all around the ground. All around you guys. So this whole
I
area
thought
right
it-
around Kurtz is just going to... Just coins just scatter everywhere.
I thought it like fucking exploded or
He's just
No,
got slot
no,
machine.
no.
He's got slot
Yeah,
machine.
Yeah, you got slot machined. Yeah.
Shrapnel. Yeah.
All right, Chris. Anything else you like to do?
Nah.
Okay.
I would like to rage, but I don't get to do that yet.
Okay. All right. So the mimic that
Sounds so
is
sad.
near you will kind of hop forward, and it is going to try to bite you.
That will not hit,
All right.
and I will repost.
Yeah, you will.
That will hit.
All right. Plus a D8.
Total damage.
It's going to be 21 damage.
Okay. All right, and then we go to Finley. All right, so you see Kurtz run up there. Fireballs, arrows, Kurtz whacking away, and all of a sudden the chest on the side is just going to explode as these little shiny pieces go flying everywhere, all around this whole area, coming all the way out to about where you are. So there's going to be a little bit of rain of these copper pieces all around you, Finley. What would you like to do?
What do I want to do? All right. I'll.
Ooh, piece of candy.
I'm going to. I really don't have much to do. It's just a box, man.
Scream at it. Poke it with your rapier.
Sure. That sounds fun. Let's do that.
Okay.
I'm going to run up. By the way, I don't have my rapier anymore. I left it back in that place.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I do have a Schmida +1 from the necrotic thingies.
Oh.
that I don't think I'm proficient with, so I'm just going to
scimitar?
go. Yeah.
All right, so what you'll know, so you guys kind of have those on. You'll pull it out, and you're expecting that this blade to be just like how you saw it before, but it is the next day, and the necrotic properties of this weapon are now gone.
Oh crap!
We have a scimitar.
But you have a scimitar.
Sweet.
That he's not proficient with.
He should be.
I'm looking.
No,
As
unless
a
you're
bard?
a sword bard.
It still has the physical look of how it did before without the purple. So like the blade
Long
still
swords,
looks
rapiers, and
cultist.
short swords. Okay, so I can't have my proficiency, but it is a finesse, so I can use my dex instead of.
Yeah, you just don't get your
Instead of
proficiency
strength.
hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dex or
Which is better than a -1. So I literally just rolled a d20. That's stupid. Chop at the bits!
By the way, they're more
Advantage.
Oh, you crit fail.
Wait,
nope.
He's a
hold on.
halfling.
So I roll with disadvantage. So I technically re-rolled that, I guess, but I rolled disadvantage because I'm exhausted. So I re-rolled a one. So it's a 7. It's a 7 to hit.
Yep.
Plus
Well,
2.
plus your dex.
I have no dex.
Plus 2 because of advantage. Because we're.
Oh,
both
because the
getting
combat
on.
advantage? Okay. So that would be, what, a 9?
9.
Not going to work.
Still not enough.
Still okay.
I never swung one of these before. Well, I'm just gonna try to swing down this thing.
And you're just super distracted. You're expecting as you pull it out to have that purple glow, and it's not there. So you're like looking at it as you're swinging it, and it's not gonna hit.
Flip it around. The sharp side's the other side.
Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Oh,
He's used to poking with the rapier.
yeah. Never used one of these before. Okay, that's
Sure.
my turn.
All right.
The wedge-
We go to Urka.
All right. I'll go ahead and bonus action Slayer's Prey this thing. And then I will do 2 more attacks and fire some to work first time. So let's just keep on going on.
Those will both hit.
No, it does not good damage this time.
Not
Then
good damage.
Prey, so total of 16 fire damage.
Okay.
Not bad.
Anything else?
She'll back away a little further.
I think it's a
That's it.
little. I think you're okay back there.
Yeah. She's just like retreating into the jungle.
Bye. Oh God.
All right, we go to Rin.
Yeah, Urkra's known for backing up very, very far away. I'll go ahead and step a little bit closer so I don't get the 3/4 cover from the thing. And then once I have a better clear vision of it, making sure not to hit Finley, I will fire my firebolt at the creature because I'm getting good with these.
Love how we clarify is
Oh my
not to hit
God.
Finley, but
Natural
Hey, hey.
beautiful.
225
I like-
damage.
How do you want to do it?
Dang.
Okay, so I'm waiting for its mouth to get wide and open, and I'm going to beeline this little shot right inside of it so that when it closes its mouth, it just kind of gets a little bit bigger and bigger, and its eyes probably blink a little bit as it just kind of inflates. As
Okay. Awesome.
internal explosion occurs.
All right, so as this chest is absolutely erupts, you're gonna see 49 more copper pieces come flying out of this guy. So this whole ground now is just gonna be scattered. What is that? 99 copper pieces that are just laying around everywhere.
I
So this
got
whole
99 copper,
area-
but a Schmitter ain't one.
Are we really gonna pick all these
We
up?
technically have 100 because Finley has 1 copper piece at all
Oh,
times.
here's your silver, Finley.
I got 99 copper, but a mimic ain't one.
Well, technically 100 copper is 10 silver,
Right.
I don't know money.
which
I
is
look at my-
technically 1 gold, but you know,
1 gold.
that's
When
worth
the
the
mimic-
gold in copper.
When the mimic explodes from the fireball that I probably didn't see, I'm just gonna look at the Schmitter thing and be like, wow. The Schmita scimitar thing. Be like, oh wow.
All right, I'm
Kurtz,
definitely-
Kurtz, did you see that? I just exploded the whole box thing.
Yeah, you did.
No,
That's
you
what-
didn't. That was
Do
me.
I look
that
cool?
Was, that was
Yeah.
fully me back here. Thank you very much.
It looks really cool. No, your sword play is definitely getting better.
Thank you, Kurtz. What do you mean? What do you mean you didn't, Ren, as I look around behind me?
That was mine. I fired a bolt of fire into its mouth and exploded it. This is...
Maybe
I
it was
didn't see that.
cohesion. Yeah.
To be quite honest, when I swing swords, I usually close my eyes, so that's not okay. That's fine. I thought I hit it and it exploded.
I'm afraid,
Okay.
Finley, though, as much as I love to make you feel better, this time I will emphasize that was all me, considering I've had so much criticism on my incapability to fire at one of these things accurately and effectively.
He hit something
that's
one
fair.
time and he's going to be insufferable for the rest of the campaign. Remember that mimic I crit?
One time. I'll just put my scimitar
And
on
the
it.
99
all
copper
right.
pieces rained from the heavens.
Okay.
All right. Question is, do you guys want any of the copper pieces?
No.
I don't think they're wasted if we take some.
It might be cursed.
Also heavy. And
Well-
not worth much.
I have
Yeah, but-
200 gold.
I think they could potentially be useful at some time. So I will pull out one of my empty sacks that I keep in the bag of holding,
Okay.
and I'll just conjure a mage hand next to me, and I'll tell it to start scooping up and putting coins in. And that's its task. I'll reconjure it again if I need to, but it's going to float around and do the menial backbending pickup work.
Okay.
So,
That's
do we want to check out the other chest?
Oh boy, there's another one. Where was
There-
that?
it's on the other side.
Oh,
Do we want to check it out, or are we going to assume that it's going to try to eat
At least
us?
gonna crack his back a little bit and be like, no, that's on the other side of the temple. I don't want to walk all the way back over there. Not really trying to do all that.
Well, Finley, I thought you would be the one for it. No stone left unturned.
Yeah, but if it's on the other side of the temple where we already were, I'm all for like looking around things, but also like, kind of lazy when it comes to backtracking, so I mean, if we're going that way, sure, I guess we could check it out, but
I'm going to go hit the thing with a hammer.
Oh, the gong?
Yeah.
Okay. Describe to me, as you pick up this mallet, it is pretty heavy. You can either like struggle with carrying it, but it seems like it's actually kind of designed to kind of just be drug. So you can kind of hold the handle and just kind of drag it behind you. Seems to be the most efficient way of moving it.
we'll
So-
help out.
Okay.
Just to get it there if anything else.
Sure. All right. So as you guys are tugging, I mean, it is quite large, and you guys bring it over down towards the gong. Excuse me. Down towards the gong. Describe to me what you would like to do.
I'm gonna say, Kurtz, it's hammer time, and I'll give him a bardic inspiration
Okay.
for whatever he's about to do.
Yeah, I'm probably going to need that. I'm going to pick up the hammer and hit the gong.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just always feel like I always wanted to say that. It felt really
You
good.
just trying to hit it once, or were you going with a different plan, or what are you trying to do?
Do we want to just go for the 4?
Might as well. I don't think we're gonna.
Yeah,
Go for
might as well.
That's what the
Go for
poem
it.
said, Rin. Right?
You
The poem
can
said
bring it
4.
4 times. I don't know if I'm done gathering the coins yet. You tell me when I'm done with that.
Ran.
Yeah, Rin's still picking up coins.
Okay, still picking up coins. Yep. I'm directing the mage hand. You ring as you ring.
All right. So
Cool.
as
Yeah, I'll hit it
Kurtz
4
picks
times.
it up, he's just gonna kind of, it's gonna take a lot of his strength, but he's gonna kind of wing it up, and you're gonna hear it go, gong, as it kind of like natural vibrations of the gong should kind of like die off. This almost seems to be enchanted of some kind or something, because it's extremely loud, like higher than the percussion should normally be, and you could almost feel the sound kind of resonating on you physically, like the shockwave from it, as it kind of just bleeds from the gong and kind of just rushes in 360 degrees from the gong area, and kind of just shockwaves all across. It's super, super loud, and you can feel the oof across your body.
Urgra, the acoustics in here are actually really good. Did you hear that? That was a pretty loud one there.
And you'll hear the first shockwave, but it's going to kind of bounce off all the stone walls, which is going to kind of ricochet the sound back around. So you're going to hear it kind of echoing as it going. Are you still going to go for all 4 after you get
Again.
there? Okay.
Yep.
So 2, boom, it just kind of bounces around. You guys can feel it. 3 and 4, and you guys will start to hear where you guys grabbed the mallet from. There's kind of a stone wall that was very, very tall. And from back behind it, you're going to start to hear some snapping of tree branches and of like jungle stuff getting kind of ripped across, and you can hear some really loud grinding of a stone. It seems like it's sliding across another stone. Yeah.
I would like to use this to announce my PhD in botany.
Okay.
I control the forest as we see. Therefore, I am a doctor of trees.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. What is a doctor of trees called?
Doctor.
Do you suppose, would you have like a green thumb for that then, Kurtz? Is that how
I might not have a green thumb. I might have a green card.
Dr. Green Thumb?
Like,
I heard a song about that before too. That's a good song.
Dr. Feel Green. Green Feel Good.
All right, Ren, you have picked up all 99 copper pieces.
Okay, and I think it's called.
Our shit tonight.
Is it an arbologist? No, that can't be right now.
It's a botanist.
Well, this is just all plants.
All plants. I thought you said trees, but
arborist. Right?
Arborist. Yes.
Isn't arbor trees?
Arbor is
There's
tree.
Arbor Day.
Hello,
Yeah.
my name is Dr. Green Thumb.
I'm just quickly checking to see how much 99 copper weighs.
It's not light.
Okay, it's only 2 pounds.
Beat someone to death with it. Yeah, let's.
Yeah,
take it.
so I tie off the sack and I put it in my bag of holding. I just need to know how much it weighs because the bag of holding has a limit.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, and I'll come right on up. Just. And you don't want the other chest, Finley? I'm very surprised about that.
Well, I mean, again, if it's on the other side of the temple, Rin, you know, I'm all down for exploring things, but it has to be kind of like on the way, you know. I'm not going for backtracking.
You know what I'll do? I'll send Orion over there, and I'll have him peck the chest and see if it makes it move.
It will turn into a mimic.
Okay, yeah, that's a mimic. Orion's gone. So
the chest will kind of, as you kind of peck, it's gonna just completely just swallow and eat Orion.
This is a palace of lies.
It'll kind of like be unsteadily, kind of cheerful, kind of bouncing, which you obviously wouldn't see, but I'm describing because it's funny.
Yeah.
And then it'll kind of settle back into being a normal chest.
yeah. It had an empty calorie meal at that point.
So how did it go? Is it just a regular chest? Do you want to go back and look at it?
No, that bad chest, very bad chest. It killed my bird.
Rip.
Oh.
Haven't you heard?
F in the chat for Orion. Let's do that.
Chat.
Can we do that?
All right, so the sound you guys heard was coming from the wall in this direction over here.
All right.
Ryan stayed alive longer than I did.
And you rang it 4 times, right, Kurtz?
Yeah.
You didn't hear?
No, I just didn't. I wasn't counting. I was counting the coins. I didn't bother with the counting of the gong. I figured Kurtz would be in charge of that. It's only 4. He can count to 4, right?
It's all I can count to because he marches.
I'm wealthier than most of you.
All right. Well, what does that have to do with counting skills?
I have to count all my money.
I have people to count for you, Kurtz. That's all. I don't know.
In all fairness, I am dirt poor. Just throwing that out there.
As
soon as I get money, I spend it. Yeah, that's about it. All right, so we heard something shifting. We heard something moving down here. Does anyone see anything different in this room?
The wall opened up, didn't it?
No, you heard the stone sliding and snapping of tree branches behind this wall. So it wasn't this wall that moved. It was off behind it. So this thing was way too tall for you guys to see behind. It's from beyond it.
Back in where the mimics were, there was a path.
There was a way around on the other chest to go behind this with the other mimic.
For the other chest or over here?
Yes, the other chest.
Fuck.
Wait,
So,
wasn't there?
that was in character.
Did we explore anything down this way where things were triggered with gases and stuff?
Poison gas. Well,
that was the other way up, Finley, I believe.
This way here?
Yeah, it was the other stairway because there were 2 stairways flanking and then the pillar. Stuff.
Yes, but I don't know if the mimic is still activated. But my suggestion is a combined assault, maybe on a 1, 2, 3.
We just ignore it.
No, it'll try to eat us.
I mean, well, all right, we can try to be very quiet and sneak around it.
It's an ambush predator, isn't it?
Well, potentially, yes. Try to sneak
It's
around.
like a trapdoor spider.
Do you want to be extremely quiet and try to sneak around?
You guys can try.
All right, let's just be very
All
quiet.
right, sure. I only have disadvantage on this. Sure.
Join the club.
Ooh.
You could use inspiration, Kurtz, if you wanted, since it's gonna go away.
I do have that. Yeah, that's a.
I'm loving this double roll. What's going on?
I'll use my bardic inspiration.
13, 13, 23, 23. Beautiful.
So 21 for Kurtz. I'm 19's the lowest. Urgra, are you gonna baller
Holy
Urgra?
shit. Okay.
All right, so all of you guys are kind of going the tiptoe, being very quiet.
Yeah, we have
oh,
hand
and
signals,
Rin,
right?
there,
Yeah.
right there. I need you to make
shit.
a dexterity
forgot
saving throw. Yeah.
Ooh.
Don't move forward then.
So you need to make it. And Urga, where were you before you moved?
I was like back here.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Chubby cheered 300 bits.
Oh, good. He can return my
healing
inspiration.
potion. Nope.
Yeah. 20.
He bought Kurt's health potion. Thanks, Chubby.
Oh, thanks.
All right.
Inspiration burned for me, and I've got myself a 20.
Oh, you burned yours? Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I burned my inspiration. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna dodge it, but Phil and Urga, you were still in the path. So some poison darts from behind the mimic, from this other ray stone statue here, as they're gonna kind of be bolting towards you guys. So Finley and Urga, I need one as well, because you guys are all in the path.
Gosh damn
Kurtz,
it, what am I
you
doing?
are still behind the wall. Dexterity saving throws as poison darts are coming towards you.
Sure.
Woohoo! Oh.
I will use a luck point on that.
Okay.
So it's just one regular old roll then?
Yeah.
I got a 16.
All right.
Ooh.
So you guys
19
are
perfectly.
going to be able to dodge out of the way. So the tile you stepped on, you heard a kind of a click as you stepped onto it, as you almost come flying, and you guys were able to react the other way just in time. And Chubby
shit!
got a new inspiration point. Nice.
Yay!
Oh, thanks, Chubbs.
Sean.
Throwing it all out there.
Perfect. Okay, what would you guys have to do? You guys got the really good stealth checks. The
Still trying
chest
very hard.
didn't seem to react to the darts flying over its head.
Cool. So we just use our hand signals to be like... Yep. So when I see Kurtz do those hand signals, in my mind, I'm like, ice cream, why are you talking about it? I don't say out loud. I'm like, oh, why are you talking about ice cream at a time like this? But, I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
I just saw the hand signal for ice cream, and I got really confused.
Sure.
No, I'm hungry, dude.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to ask you about that later.
All right, Urgra, I need you
Oh, shit.
Oh, God damn it.
to make a dexterity saving throw as the green cloud that you saw sprout up earlier from when Finley pushing the button. As you step into this spot, green cloud is going to kind of be overtaking
great.
where you are. And you take...
Well, crap.
There it is.
Ah.
8 poison damage.
Okay.
And I will automatically heal that with lay on hands.
Oh, you don't need to. It's temp HP from me.
Oh, wow.
How do you have
Whoa.
temp HP?
It's a ranger
All
thing.
right, so
Oh my
that
gosh.
triggered right when Urgra stepped in right here. So right now the green cloud is kind of still kind of up there. Urgra, you can press through since you already taken the damage.
I
or you
roll
can
out of the
retreat.
way.
Okay. So Finley, Kurtz, and Rin, you guys are on this side. You can try to go through it, or you can go do whatever you want.
I suppose either of you can produce like a gust of wind.
I mean, it cleared away with time before. Just wait.
Could we just hold our breath and walk through it?
You can try to hold your breath.
What if we just prestidigitation, Rin? If we just get
Well, it's a minor gust.
prestidigitation?
I could try.
Just like hold our breath and run through?
Oh, jeez. Before you blow it towards me, Urger moves
blow
away.
it like that way to the left.
Try to blow it to the left.
Yeah.
Is prestidigitation enough?
It's a tiny puff.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
gonna be like a. It's not really gonna be a.
All right, or we can just wait for it to dissipate. Just
Okay. All right.
kinda hang out here.
All right. It'll dissipate after a while.
Obviously not conscripted.
Still holding your breath.
Okay.
I'm gonna check for traps ahead of everyone. I'm gonna go to the front and be like, hold on.
To the left, everyone.
No. Hold on.
All right. Well, all the traps have been triggered, so.
Oh, well, I don't believe you.
That was the last one this area.
I believe. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, is there an I? Yeah, we should be able to-
You're pretty sure that you guys are, you know,
Because
Trap-free
is
heading
there a way? Is there a way behind here?
Yeah. So there are
Okay,
the
just making
trees that
sure.
you can kind of make through. Yeah, just go off the dynamic lighting. So if it's blacked out, it's not.
I'll
All right.
hack and slash my way through this.
So as you're coming through, cutting all the branches back, you can see that there is now. Well, you didn't see it before, but there is an opening here. There is a stone door that you can kind of see the edge of that's kind of receded back into the wall, and I can, if you're wanting to go through, I can drop you on the other side so you can see.
What do we see through the door?
You would see that.
Before we... Oh, it's a tunnel. It's a cave.
Gosh, damn it. Abandoned quest. Go back. Fuck the tigers. No,
Turn
not
right
doing it.
around like, come on, guys, we gotta... We're done.
You didn't tell us there were caves, Tiger. You didn't tell us about caves.
I have the paperwork right here. Says no
Natural
caves.
enemy.
Unfavored terrain.
Yeah.
All right, so this will sink into Stone Face Cavern, and on the floor you're going to see some different etchings and different tile pieces that kind of been carved right into the ground. So it's not even like tiles are put down. It seems like somebody took the time of kind of carving faux tiles into the ground. There's going to be two braziers, is that what they call them? Braziers with the flames that are all flickering
Braziers,
up.
yeah, braziers.
And you're going to see the stone statue right here, and it's going to kind of cut over to the east.
Does it look like frogs made this, friend, or anyone who's familiar with bullywugs?
I mean, I'll look at the walls and see if they're crudely dug with tools, or maybe they're just like carved by a large creature, or is it naturally made by water erosion?
Oh, they dug tiles under the floor.
Well, putting tiles down into a natural cave is something versus digging out a hole into it.
This looks dug.
All right, so yes, I don't know necessarily if it is or is not.
That is the biggest fucking brazier I've ever seen.
It's massive.
My life.
So
It's just
Pumping
this
off
is
heat
a-
and light and
This is a statue here.
Oh, biography.
yes.
That's like a statue that we walk up to.
Yep. And
I imagine
there's
this is
an even
Urgra on the walls.
What's that
bigger
look like?
fire. Kurt's. Oh, is that the one you saw? Yeah, in the center, there's gonna be a massive one that's just gonna be swirling around.
All right. What
Wait,
what does
this
this
is in,
statue look like? DM.
Say again.
What does the statue look like right here?
It's gonna look kind of Aztecian, so there's gonna be like a full face, kind of a headdress, a little rounded portion that comes across here with some lines that kind of, you know, all the arrows that kind of point towards it. There's gonna be kind of like a little pendant underneath, and then some garbs that kind of hang from it. It seems to be kind of just standing in like this fixed upright position with the arms to his side.
Is there can I do some sort of investigational kind of check to see like you know, part of the poetry was something about putting something in a thing. Can I make a check to see if this perhaps might be the thing that you put a thing in?
Okay, on the poem it said with the thing in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
A
Rests...
proper place for home.
He's
That's a
looking
little
for, like,
further.
a
That's the
socket.
last one, I think, isn't it?
When all faces turn one, take turns.
Gracefully dance
rests-
around the flame is next, Finley. With the whirlwind, we must tame.
Rest the jewel back in its home, ensuring not to select the wrong tome. So
That one. Yeah. Something about putting a jewel back in its home. I just want to double
Sure.
check to make sure this isn't where a jewel home is.
Sure. As you look over this thing, it seems to be solid stone. There doesn't seem to be any openings or porous portions where something would be put into it.
right.
So,
Moving on.
okay.
Yeehaw.
Finley, I'm gonna need you to dance naked around that fire.
Done. Already getting naked.
Pulling up his clothes.
Gracefully dancing, though. Gracefully.
Okay.
All right. So
Not even gonna insight check it. That sounds
No,
pretty, that sounds
no. Finley, don't listen to that.
It says so on the paper.
All right. So
It does not say strip.
It
as you
doesn't
guys
say
come
that.
around
It's
into this
hot.
opening, there's going to be a stone staircase that leads up that way. You're going to see an identical stone right here. This brazier is going to be very, very large. And on the bottom, you're going to see these kind of stone legs that are coming across. But on the base of it, it's going to look kind of like a frog head. There's going to be this little horizontal shaped round thing, and then on the end it's going to be these two stone, really big round eyes, and it's on all four legs. To the north, it's going to open up, and you're just going to have this humongous heat wave just kind of pouring in from over there, and you're going to hear embers crackling, fire swirls, and like the sound of just molten rolling lava coming from up there. What would you guys like to do?
Finley, hold off on that dancing and stripping.
Half of my pants are off. Wait, all right, am I getting naked or not?
We got lava and a dead guy up north.
Yeah, we got lava and a body, so
Yep.
you might have to dance over there.
There is a decapitated tiger shroud on the ground, and there's just a pool of blood kind of squirt all the way around it.
Nobody move. I'll check his vital signs. I'm a doctor.
Yeah, he could still be alive. You're right.
You always have to check.
Okay.
Safety first.
He's fucking dead, guys.
Yeah, he's 100% dead.
I determined the cause of death being his head not being attached to it.
And as we walk into this room and, distracted by a decapitated tiger, but now looking around, he's dead.
Oh, hey, what the
Nothing
fuck?
to focus on. Holy shit, what for fuck room did we just walk into?
All right, so as you walk in, you're going to see kind of a serpentine trail that kind of goes in a couple different directions up ahead, and in between each of these trails are these huge flames that are just going to kind of be spurting up just randomly all over the place. This place is extremely hot. The moment you walk through there, it's almost like a barrier containing all the heat. Like you felt a little bit, but you walk through the doorway, it's just going to be just completely overtake you with heat. Underneath, there's like this lava bed that's kind of rolling all across. All of these floors seem to be kind of suspended off the ground as they wrap either way. What do you guys like to do? Oh, and you can see a couple other decapitated tabaxis up ahead.
Do we see the dragon skull?
That is going to be up in the air. It's going to be all the way at the top. So this thing is going to be doming up maybe like 80 feet. So you're going to just see it kind of suspended by some chains all the way at the top ceiling.
All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Hey. You guys know how there's all these traps, right?
Sure, yep.
I've noticed that all of these things seem to have lost their head. So maybe the taller ones of us, that is one thing, but I thought also we could crouch and crawl. Or just send Finley.
I'm getting a lot of mixed signals from you guys lately here. You want me to get naked, now you want me to go first. Am I going first and naked, or what here? Because I'm getting really confused.
You might as well, if you want to. There's a dragon skull in there, by the way, guys. Did you see that shit?
Yes, but what's the significance of it?
I mean, maybe the frogs were... a dragon's like a very large frog, but with wings and can breathe fire.
Never heard it put that way before. But okay.
Am I wrong?
Well, is there anything else besides this particular... Because it said to worry about the what was it, the whirlwind?
Whirlwind.
Yeah, careful of the whirlwind.
Well, okay, so we gotta dance around the flame, right? Dance around. I mean, dance around and not get our head decapitated. That's a pretty important dance, right?
All right. Well, why don't you at least, I guess, show us the ropes, Finley, and try to be careful, and then we'll follow your example.
All right.
Naked.
So as
does that mean we all have to get naked, or just the first person going?
No, just the first person. No. Don't listen.
All right.
So, all right. So how are you?
So you're going to follow my exact movements to the T, right? To make sure we get through here correctly.
We want to see if your short stature will save you from decapitation.
Yeah.
Holy shit! All right.
Actually, you know those neck guards we got for the vampire? Maybe you should put that on.
We don't have those anymore. That was year 5.
We altered the timeline.
All right. So am I going left or right?
Left.
I will turn to the left.
All right.
Follow my exact movements.
As you begin to move forward, Finley, I had heard crouching, I heard laying down, I heard walking. How are you moving forward in this?
I'm doing exactly what I'm doing right now, Sean. Just pay attention.
Okay. Sorry, role playing. All right. So you hear.
I will look behind to see after about 3 or 4 steps if they're following my exact movements or not.
I'm waiting for you to get a good
Doing
distance.
good. You're doing good.
Okay.
All right. So as you are moving forward, you're going to hear. And as you kind of look up, you're going to see a spinning death blade.
Ah!
It's starting to just come soaring through the air, just straight at you. And it is going to make an attack.
It attacks.
Is that disadvantage?
Because he's naked.
18 slashing damage as this blade comes spinning. So you're going to kind of pull out of the way. It's going to slice through you. It looked like it was going for your head. And if you notice on the thing, it says if the creature that is being attacked is standing up when this attack crits, they are decapitated.
Amazing. Yeah. So again, I was walking like this. You know how like when you're kind of like surfing. You're kind of like at the knees bent kind of thing. That's how Finley's walking here. 18 points of damage, you say, Sean? Huh?
Yes.
I didn't even take a step yet.
Nope. No. So as you,
that's as far as I got.
Yeah, your first step is going to come across.
Oh, all right.
Okay,
come back,
so
Finley.
we need everyone to roll initiative.
Are we fighting
fuck
the
sake.
disc?
We're not fighting the disc, are we?
We're fighting a room.
It's
Kill the room.
A lair initiative.
No, kill the room.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Urgra,
good job, Urgra.
You looking?
Finley, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Nope. I gotta go back down to 20 though.
It's 19 and 20. I mean, you still rolled really well.
Yeah. Not too shabs.
All right, so we were on Finley. So we'll go to Kurtz. What would you like to do?
I am immediately going to sprint forward.
Oh God.
And drop prone and pop a cure wounds on friendly.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Kurt Glaskin.
That's one of my spells.
Okay. Anything else?
That depends on how much this heals him, actually.
Hey.
Ooh, pretty good.
So that's max, actually, with my +2.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's my spell slot. And how is this thing like moving? Is it just like
It's just
spinning around
rotating like subsonic speeds, and that seems to, I don't know, maybe it's magical, maybe it's physical, just rotation, but it seems to kind of be able to just kind of hover, and it's kind of banking around, and it's looking back towards where you guys are currently standing. It looks like it's getting ready to just kind of start slide towards you guys. As you guys can hear the flames crackle up and the lava rolling up underneath you, this immense heat's around there. The blood from the decapitated tiger that's on the ground just kind of pool, it's kind of crusted over and everything.
I got nothing. I'm prone on the ground.
Okay. All right, so we'll go to Rin.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I'm last in the initiative. How'd that happen?
I skipped Urgra
Yeah,
because
skipped.
we went to Finley was going first, so it was kind of a held. But I'll let her go before that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to use my entire time to try and analyze this thing. Does it look like? Can I see arcane runes on it? Does it look magical? Is there any sentience to it? Does it look like an animated object or anything like that?
On the spinning thing, it is just a silvery gray whoosh. It is spinning so fast you can't see anything on it.
Do I see a cord like guiding
There's
to
no
it, or
cord.
is it hovering
It
magically?
seems to be able to just be floating around free will. It almost seems sentient, like the way it's attacking, or maybe it's being remote controlled. You're not sure, but it seems to.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
altering. It's altering its course midair, kind of banking around and getting ready to come swoop in again.
All right, yeah. I mean, my entire eye is looking around at it, looking at the room, looking up above. It's like, do I see anything controlling it? A mechanism towards it? Does it look like it's free, capable?
It seems free,
all Rin's
capable
doing.
from your best thought. Yeah.
All right, I think that's going to be an action because Rin is just doing all that, analyzing it, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
And then he'll just back away a little bit more.
Okay. All right, so as you kind of step back out from that first, you're going to feel the immense heat that you felt kind of diminish as you kind of step through the holes. You'll still feel a little bit of heat coming off, but it almost seems like you're in a completely different, not reality, it's still still the place, but you could feel this massive, there almost seemed like there was this barrier that as you kind of pass through freely, no problem at all, you just feel 80-90% of the heat just kind of instantly gone that you felt.
Oh, all right, that's good.
All right, so now we go to Urgra, who was at the top technically. So we're starting with you. What would you like to do?
Urgra. So as far as like going prone versus taking a knee, is there any sort of difference between that, or?
Like if you guys want to designate that you're low, you're gonna be moving at half speed. If you get up to move full speed, you're gonna be like upright.
So Urgra is gonna try and take a shot at this thing, and she'll take out her bow and designate force damage. So she'll take 2 shots against this thing just to see what happens.
Okay.
25.
All right. So as the arrow comes flying towards this, it seems that the speed of it is moving so immensely that even though you had kind of a magical arrow, it's gonna like right as it makes contact, you're gonna see it kind of just fizzle away, as if it was nothing.
Okay. Guys, we can't hurt this thing. And she drops down. Just move. Rain, get over here.
My turn.
Okay. So you're going to crouch down and do the.
She's army crawling at this point.
Okay. So go ahead and take a half max movement penalty, and you.
I mean, I can't. I can't get past my allies without ending up in one of their squares, so I'm done.
All right, we go to Finley.
Maybe we should just leave this room.
Well, I feel there's a temperature difference back here, but I don't know if that protects you. Considering there was a decapitated cat behind me, I think it can come over here.
Was there?
Well, no, the decapitated cat is near them.
Yeah.
Oh, well then what's the dead cat behind me?
There's no dead cat.
There's no.
Oh, I thought there was. Yeah,
No.
you're right. It's just ahead.
Yeah.
Never mind. Ignore that. Reverse.
Remember the stanza, Rin, the stanza!
The second stanza.
The second one.
The second one gets you every time.
So as we're in this position here, real quick, DM. So there's fire in this whole room. I mean, can we see the whole like room and stuff, or because I can only see like around me?
Gotta explore.
Yeah,
I just didn't know a room filled of flames and lava. I just
you
thought
would
we might be able to see a little bit more.
Sure. Yeah, I can increase your guys' vision a little bit on this part. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of the start of dim. So that will help you out a little bit.
All right. I'm going to continue to make a run towards Rin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Hi, Finley.
All right. So right when you would just
And
be
double
passing.
and action dash so I can get the fuck out of this room.
Okay, so right that spot there. So you're gonna instantly feel the heat being gone, and the blade is gonna come spinning at Kurtz and Urgra. Now Urgra was lowered. Kurtz was standing up.
Boys, get out of that room!
I was prone.
Okay. All right. So here comes the spin attack. So it's gonna be a disadvantage since you guys are lowered. 13. It's going to miss both of you. So it's gonna it's gonna slide across and end up right over here. Kind of go right over your guys' heads as you're super low and it doesn't go quite low enough. And we go to Kurtz. What would you like to do?
My brain is telling me to run.
Forward or backward?
Yes. So this path, does it lead upwards towards the skull, or is it like literally hanging from the ceiling from like?
Yeah, the center section seems to be larger and kind of deducing very quickly. This skull is 80 feet up. It's very, very high, but it seems like it's on a chain. So if it was lowered, it would come to the center platform. So there is a center section that is much larger than the width of the rest of the path.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Guys, I think we have to lower the dragon skull, and I'm gonna run away. And action dash to get out.
All right.
Lower the dragon skull.
Yeah, come in here. Yeah.
Okay.
We need to regroup.
All right, so you move into the colder area, and then we will go to next is Rin.
Wait, lower the dragon skull?
Yeah, so it's there's a chain and pulley system. It's suspended by chains from the ceiling, and the middle part's bigger, so it can sit there. I'm gonna assume that it's important somehow, otherwise it wouldn't be able to be lowered. And this place seems like a menagerie of weird puzzles. So,
all right, I'm just Urgra, come back here. By the way, I'm just gonna stand here and cast Mage Armor at first level.
Okay.
That's
On
my
Urgra
turn.
or on yourself?
On myself.
Okay.
Why would you think anything else, Sean?
Well, I can't put it on anyone else because you all are wearing armor. It's only when you wear no armor.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. For a second there, I thought you were trying to help your teammate. I should have thought differently. Okay.
I can't.
I
No
know.
one else can
Of
use
course you
it.
can because you're Rin. All right. Urgra, what would you like to do?
Well, seeing herself the only one left in this hellhole,
They just ditch you.
Told you to
she'll
run.
half movement stand up, and then she will run back using her dash to get back out again.
Okay. All right. So
Whew,
as you
okay.
kind of move past it, the blade is going to kind of move forward, kind of staring at you guys. It's going to retreat off, like out of sight, up towards the top.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So okay.
He has an attitude problem.
Yeah, right. Yeah, timeout or something here. Plan B. So plan A was just to run in there and dance around fire. Bad idea. We probably shouldn't follow the poem verbatim. Just gonna throw that out here. Second stanza logic, right? As we move forward.
Actually, gracefully dance around the flame. That is the third stanza.
Oh, okay. So okay, fair enough. Someone yelled in my ear. So why don't we think about this logically, right? We have magics and things, right? I mean, I could run invisible through there. I could teleport somewhere crazy. All kinds of crazy shit.
I mean, Finley, you could teleport someone up actually to the skull, but I don't know how you're going to lower it or destroy the chain.
Yeah, I could get up there by myself. Can't take any of you larger fucks with me. You know, just me.
I might. Let me check. Hold on.
And I say larger fucks with all due respect. And
I could always just fire at that chain until hopefully it breaks, if that's really our goal.
I might be able to remove the skull from the ceiling, but it would be an 80-foot drop for me.
So this
Into lava.
So this poem is designed to not make sense until you're at a portion, and then you can kind of reflect back onto it, and it might kind of explain something else. So
that's the DM telling us to keep exploring the cave.
Well,
no, you might.
It said the
maybe.
whirlwind you must tame.
And I think the whirlwind is the weapon.
Okay.
So we need to tame it or figure out how to manipulate it so it's not quite as dangerous to us.
whose animal handling is best?
Oh no, not me.
So, any ideas on how to tame a spitting vortex beast of death? Anyone? Just spitballing.
Is it?
And there is a little bit more to this cavern as well that you guys haven't looked at as well.
Yep. Right. Well, we're not going to run in there, Sean. So,
But
you know, that's off the fucking table.
No, I mean back here.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just staring at this big.
I'm not moving. He just sits.
Yeah. Last time I moved, something attacked me. So
You see four of something up there, Kurtz?
this is where I stand now.
Well, there might be a doorway.
All right, there is a doorway that is sealed right here. But as you're walking up the steps, you can see there are 4 things on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Which you can check your journals. All right, so Rin, Kurtz, Finley, Urgra.
And where is it?
I haven't submitted yet.
Oh, okay.
Save changes. All right, look for a thing that
There
says
it is.
symbols.
Yep. I see the symbols.
Pokemon.
And
What are we looking at? A year log or something?
Yeah, year 7, day 2. It's in day 2.
Yeah, it's in the wrong spot, but it's right. All right, so you guys are going to see 4 different kind of like drawings. So it's going to kind of like picture like a stone tablet hung up on the wall. So it's going to be kind of like recessed into the stone tablet, so it's going to be textured. So that first symbol is going to be on the first drawing. So there's 1, not drawing, but carving. 2, 3, 4 from the top all the way down to the door, which is down here. So you'll see top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. So those are the order that you guys are going to see those. And as you are looking into them, the center of all of these seem to have a round hole in the center.
All right. I'm assuming this could potentially be where you rest the jewel. Back into its home, ensuring not to select the wrong one.
Yes, and I imagine the bead is supposed to be in the dragon. We're supposed to run away and get to here as quickly as we can and somehow choose which one is right.
So you think the faces are in the whirlwind section, separated off into different areas? Or
What
do you
if
think
the
it's...
faces are the heads of the tabaxi?
Well, I don't think so. I'm assuming it must be something with the stone. It could even be these statues here, but there's also a passage it looks to be to the south of us.
This will be a little bit easier if you guys can see there. So what I'm going to do is...
Never mind.
I'm going to...
Nothing that way.
I'm going to increase your guys' vision temporarily.
All right, well, while you're doing that, what I would like to do, while they went over into another room, as I'm staring at this lava room, I'm going to cast Clairvoyance so I can see this room better, is what I was going to do.
Yep, I see the faces.
Okay.
I see the giant baby heads.
So this will make more sense that we can see more now because I'm going to cast this up top, right around the dragon head, actually, I guess. How far can I cast it? Yeah, up to a mile. So yeah, we'll
do you want to just drop it right at the thing?
So I can see what the hell's going on here.
Okay. All right.
Because Finley not being able to see things bothers him, so I want to see things. And I will drop a spell to do it.
All right. So once you drop the clairvoyant eye, you can see this area. Oh, sorry, chat. I'm trying to do 13 things at the same time. Let me move these so you guys can see. And then I will describe to Finley. There we go. All right, so in there's going to be 2 areas towards the back. It seems like some of these paths connect in different ways. One path ends up going to the center where this thing can drop. There seems to be 4 of these stone heads in the background that are facing different directions. But up top, right where you drop the clairvoyant eye, is going to be this kind of cauldron kind of thing. So it's like this dish that has these ornate things, almost like a chandelier. That's kind of holding this portion. It has a dragon skull looking thing on it, and inside of it you're going to be able to see, because the eye is floating right above it,
all the way up, man.
Yeah,
looking down at
inside of this cauldron is going to be full of sand or some kind of sand-like material. It's very, very coarse, very, very grainy, and at the bottom of this cauldron thing seems to be some kind of shiny crimson colored bulb at the bottom of this pan. So it's kind of rounded, full of this sand-like material with this crimson bulb right at the bottom of it.
Where is this again?
So when you guys come back from the other room with all the stuff, you're going to see Finley go like this, so you know I'm casting Clairvoyance and I can look at stuff. And I will relay all to the group. So now I'm getting a kind of an eagle eye here. Check it in from atop the dome. There's lots of shit going on here, boys and gal. There's these like weird looking stone head kind of things that are turned all kinds of different directions. Looking down, there's some sort of thing on top of the dragon head with some sand and a jewel. Lots of crazy shit. Back to you. And I will just, it lasts for 10 minutes, but I'll use that whole 10 minutes to just give a nice little eagle eye.
So
of this
dragon head, chains up. The rounded dish that has the sand-like material. At the bottom of it was this crimson bead with chains that go up, and it goes up to the ceiling to some kind of mechanism.
So the crimson bead's up there?
Yes, it's the bottom of the dish. At the center, at the bottom of it. That's full of the sand. And below that is suspended a dragon head. It's like a skull.
So kind of a little bit like an hourglass jar in a way?
No, it's like just a rounded dish, a very large rounded dish.
But it's not
on
made
top
of
of the dragon head skull?
Yeah, above it, yeah.
Ah, cool.
Right, but it's not made of glass or anything.
No, it's like a metallic dish, but he can see up there that it's full of sand-like material.
Right, with a glowing source in the center. Oops.
Right. So not necessarily thinking getting a dragon skull down here was wrong, because I think we're probably going to need that jewel for something at some point.
And those the heads in the background are probably the things that we need to get facing the right way.
Yes. Do you want me to try to send an unseen servant, if it can maybe get by the room without being detected? Because then Finley will know your invisibility works, but if it triggers it and it, gets hit, that might say
And we're just
no.
going to have to rush it.
Well, do you want me to give it a try?
Yeah, I think
definitely.
you
I do
should.
not
Yeah,
wanna die.
absolutely.
All right, just give me 10 minutes, and I'll sit down and conjure up another one. We'll name it Sebastian for this one.
Okay.
Here we go.
Sebastian, the unseen servant, walks in the direction and just starts casually. I just say, casually walk to the face over there on the left, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Just
And
head over there.
as the unseen servant is in there, you don't see the blade as he is able to start moving down the pathway. It doesn't seem to react to the unseen servant.
Okay. So far, so good.
So far, so good. Sebastian, can you try and turn the head there? The one that's on the left? Can you turn that one for me, please?
Absolutely. Okay, so the far left one?
Yeah.
All right, right now it's facing east. Which way are you trying to rotate it?
Well, it said the heads need to face one another, so I'm going to try and make it face, let's see,
Check the poem. What did the poem say?
it said,
Check the sheet. Check the cheat sheet.
Before
when all
it
the
stands faces turn
as one. Yeah, I'll turn as one. I'll make it go up this way. I'll make it. I'm gonna assume they're making like a so I'm gonna make it turn up to the right.
Time.
Which way do you want to face? Just like northeast?
Upper north.
North?
Northeast.
Okay. All right. So, oops. It will rotate, and you won't see anything else happen.
Oh
But
no,
it-
I meant
it will-
northeast. Northeast.
Oh, I got you. So you want to go like that?
Yeah, I don't know if we're
Okay.
all. I'm initially trying them all turning to go in a circle.
Try it
we're
out.
not getting murdered, so
Yeah. So far, so good. I'm with Kurtz on this one. We're not dying.
Okay.
How many of those servants can you conjure up at a time there? Mage
Well,
of Wonder?
an infinite number. I just need 10 minutes per servant.
Don't they only last a certain amount of time?
They last an
though?
hour, so if I was to make 4, the first one would have only 20 minutes left in its lifespan before it would expire.
I'm totally down for waiting if it means not dying, so by the big spinning ball of
decapitation
death
kind of
guys.
sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'll get to
waiting it out or
conjuring-
decapitation. I'm taking the wait,
Sure. I'll make 3 more, and I focus.
Okay.
And I'll make another set of them. I'll do we'll do another Gerald again. So we got Sebastian, Gerald,
Roy,
Harold.
Steve.
I was thinking
Troy.
butlery names, but
Bartholomew,
Cornelius.
Bartholomew
again.
and Cornelius. Let's do that.
Okay.
So Sebastian, Gerald, Bartholomew, and
Cornelius.
brave
Cornelius.
bastards, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
All
Goddess
right.
of speed to you, lads.
All right, so
And
as you
I'll
make
s-
the second, the third, and the fourth, they're all seeming to be able to maneuver in this area without being detected from this whirlwind. It doesn't seem to come back out as they are freely moving about. So you can just kind of tell me what they're doing and we'll see what
all
happens.
right. Third one on the right. So this is the tougher one. I'm gonna try all the heads facing in a as if they were like lining up in a conga line and just making a circle motion to see if they're all.
So you want
facing.
all of them to point northeast?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so the 2 that were there. All right, so I can So you're leaving the 2 that are already facing that way, and you're just gonna do the other 2 to match it.
He wants it to be like a rolling ball, if I'm not.
I was imagining it like a rolling ball, but yeah.
So like up, right, down.
So it'd be like
up,
northeast.
Right, down, left, up, right, down, left, like a rolling.
You're gonna be rotating all 4 of them. Is that what you're saying?
Not all 4.
Which one?
I think what he's saying is like one's gonna be like this, so one's gonna be like this, so one's gonna be like this, like that.
Yeah. So like technically, number 2 is okay. Number 1 is okay. Number 4 is okay. I just wanted to take number 3 and turn it to the southeast. So they're all going.
Oh,
the same direction around
Yeah, they're
the,
all like that.
around the
exactly.
clock.
Let's
All
try
in the
that
same
first.
direction
trying
around
to
the
make
clock.
a match. Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Okay. You're not gonna see anything move. So they're able to free move around there and rotate things, but that didn't do it.
I'm gonna have them all face the dragon skull.
Okay. Are you gonna
have them all turn at the same time, Marin? Can you have them do it?
Everyone on the count of 3, could you please all face your heads to the dragon skull at the center?
There
1, 2, 3, turn your turn.
All right, perfect. So that is going to be the key. So they all have to turn as one. So as you rotate all of them into towards the center, the chain is going to start to jolt, and then so this whole thing is just going to start to lower very, very quickly from the top, which is like 80 feet up, as it starts to sink towards the center.
Okay. Finley, there's a crimson bead in there, isn't there?
Yeah, maybe tell them to stop or something. It's gonna crash or Rin.
No. I think it's as low as they keep turning it. It's lowering it. It's like a crank system. As long as they keep rotating, it's going to keep lowering until it hits the ground, right?
Oh, I thought it was free falling. I was like, fuck, that's not good.
No, I'm assuming they're all spinning at the same time, and it's now activated a gear together, and they're all just like.
Okay.
All right, well,
so it's
just keep
descending
bringing
down, and it's right at eye level, so it's come down there so you can have them stop it. So this thing is just going to be suspended all the way at the bottom. The heat feels like it has cranked up as it the flames in between, so it's going to be much harder to kind of see in there because this wall of flame is just kind of flickering in the front. So you might be able to see for a second, but then there's another spot of flames in between that next spot, so it's only every other few moments where you can actually see a glimpse of the head, because this whole thing, all this area where the fire is now blocking your forward vision. What do you guys like to do?
How badly is it blocking? Like, is it opaque, or is it just like we only see fire?
For the most part, you can only see fire, but it's not like a solid wall. It's still flame. You can see through flames, but you know how you get kind of that wavy vision from the heat that kind of makes it harder to see through. So imagine looking through a couple independent walls of that.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, it'd be pretty difficult to see, but there would be moments where of clarity, but then another flame would kind of...
Are your servants still alive?
Yeah, they're still alive. I hope. Yeah, I'm just gonna try one thing. Gerald, just come back to me if you can, and tap me on my shoulder when you arrive.
Okay, it'll take a few moments, but then you'll feel a...
Oh, good, excellent. Gerald, here, I'm gonna conjure up the lantern. You remember this, right? Take this, please. So as he...
Well, he'll kind of like hesitate, but then grab it because he has to do whatever you say.
I remember this from last time. Wait a second.
Kind of like tap on the ground. All right, we're good.
Could you please walk towards the dragon head in there? There should be a crimson bead of some sort. When you arrive, just wave the lantern back and forth continuously, and I'll tell you what to do after that.
Okay.
It kind of looks like this, and I'll do minor illusion.
All right, so you told him to go in there, look for it, and then wave it when he sees it?
When he sees it, yeah.
Okay, so he'll make his way through kind of this little maze going back and forth, and so there's this dragon head, and then the dish above it full of sand. At the center of this dish on the bottom side, he'll see that thing kind of sticking in there. It's almost kind of like, you know, the dome lights that you can kind of unscrew.
The nipple lights.
Yeah, they're like the nipple, exactly, the nipple
Like
portion.
in a pool.
What's that?
Like in a pool.
Sure.
Pool lights, they're kind of dome-like light. And
oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so this seems like, yeah, that is a thing. So you'll see the light waving back and forth.
All right, okay, so the bead is there. I don't want to take it necessarily yet because it says you better gosh darn run afterwards, and we need to put it into the right tome. I'd like to designate the right tome before that.
Are they very fast?
No, as fast as you and I, Kurtz.
As fast as Urgra?
No, I think Urgra can go a little faster.
Do we want it? I'm gonna check
and
and see.
they don't have the thing.
I'm gonna check and see if the Whirlwind of Doom is still in there.
See if what's still in there?
The Whirlwind of Death.
Step past the barrier.
Big ball slashy death bleeds.
All right, so as
immediately ready to like jump back.
Sure. Yeah, you can see this guy is starting to spin.
Oh shit!
And as you kind of step back, it'll kind of like come back to the entrance. You'll kind of see it wave back and forth, like woo, 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 woo. Guys, kind of pulls away.
He's still there.
Yes. I never expected
He's a
him to
mad
disappear.
ball of death.
Now, which of the tomes do you think is the right one?
One
Pointy
sort
one.
of looked like a frog a little bit.
A little bit. One looked like a helix with leaves. Another was a triangle with wings, I suppose. One I would call a helmet, and the other perhaps a frog. I'm not sure. Do any of these symbols align with any of the statues that we've been seeing? Is there any similarity that we've seen them elsewhere? Have I seen them elsewhere?
No, this would be the first time you guys would see it. This is more of a not for the rest of the game related. This is more of a just this puzzle thing. So it's your guys' best educated decision of what you think it should go to.
As a tinker, with my innate understanding of mechanisms and machines and things like that, would I be able to do a tinker tool check to sort of discern which one of these is an actual mechanism and not just a relief card?
Oh, okay. They all four, yeah, I get what you're saying. All four of the recesses in it seems to be completely identical. So there's no tell of this one does this and that one does that, or doesn't do anything. They all look exactly the same. They're all in the center of these symbols. So it would seem that there is, going off the poem, probabilistically one correct choice and 3 wrong ones. You don't know what will happen. So,
is there anything up here, DM, where I'm pinging? Or is it's all closed off in here?
Ping
like all of this.
I think it's just like area. I think he expected us to run through that shit.
Nope.
Where did you ping?
Top left. Pinging.
Just like near the faces.
Follow my ping. Follow the ping.
Up there? Yeah, just ahead. So like there's the pathways. So there was
okay, so it's all blocked off.
If you guys weren't using the servants and were actually running, there's places to run. But yeah, it's just open area.
That was a death trap.
I just didn't know if there was more passageways back there.
No. Nope.
All right.
Okay,
so
well, the good news is all of these will do something if the gem's inserted.
That you're sure of. But
The
what
bad news
you don't
is
know.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
Well, the problem is, I mean, if you insert a gem, I don't know if it just does it look like it goes in a tunnel and we lose the gem once we insert it, or is it more like it just nestles in a little cavity?
Sean.
It looks like you could place it and then take it back out.
Okay.
But the indication would be whether you take it out or not, once the gem is inside of it, whatever it's going to do will happen whether or not you take it back out again.
So it's like our key, and then we can take it afterwards and sell it for money. Yes, good thinking. But we have to get it in the right one first. And rest the jewel back into its home, ensuring not to select the.
All right, one more time with
Would
the
it be
puzzle.
the
One more
pointy
time with
one?
the riddle.
I'll be right
Anyone?
back. Need to bathroom real quick.
Yeah,
Sure.
you're good.
You want to read it, Dylan, or want me to? Or all right, so you guys got the first line, the second line, the third line you figured out. So you're on the fourth one. When all the faces turn as one, take the crimson bead and run. Last line: rest the jewel back into its home, ensuring not to select the wrong tome.
I think it's between the first two.
Why?
And you guys can use the chat to help because there's no way they could Google this. This was all made up for us. So
One looks like a windy, spinny dervish of death, and the other one also looks like a windy, spinny dervish of death with fire.
Yeah, I was looking for fire, but none of them are perfect. The second one is the closest.
It's also pointy, like our friend. But then the other one looks like it could be like spinny, windy. This is all in character too. That's how Kurt's.
I'd say they're 2 or 3 myself.
What if? Here's the thought. What if we just create? You guys, Bryn can make things out of nothing. What if we just create 4 gems of the?
I mean, that is true. And Finley has seen what the gem looks like.
Let's turn to the chat.
Right.
While we're waiting for
Like
Brandon.
this.
Let's turn to the chat. What is the chat saying? Did you guys see anything?
Minor illusion. Oh, they're talking about Finley sticking in the wrong hole. So the chat is.
They're not helping.
Yeah.
They're helping by being here, but that's it.
Here's the thing.
Feel free to give them ideas, guys. This is a collaborative game. They love getting your guys' input.
if
Yeah.
it's magical and we just conjure one, we're probably just gonna die. And I don't think it's gonna open that door unless we trigger the trap that is triggered from removing it. But I might be wrong.
Can you say that part again?
Well, I don't think
Sorry about that, guys.
like the mechanism to like open the door is gonna be activated unless we take that one and then stop the trap.
So our plan here is we're gonna put a gem in a tome and then run, right?
Well, no, we're gonna grab the gem, run over here, put it in a tome, cash money.
So if it's good, the price is right, the bells go off, and we don't die.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's wrong, the whole temple comes crumbling down around us like it did with Zen earlier, or like explosions happen and Grimfire, because it says even when you pick the right one, it sounds like you're still supposed to get the fuck out of Dodge, right?
When all the faces turn is run, take the Crimson Bead and run. So that's the portion where it said run. Rest the jewel back into its home, ensuring not to select the wrong tome. So if you get the right tome, you're good. The wrong one, something might happen.
Oh, hello everyone from the network.
Awesome. We just got raided.
Hello everyone. Hey, maybe you guys can help us out with.
Yeah, they're in the middle of a puzzle. Welcome everybody.
Hello.
So, they definitely could need your help. Welcome. Let us know in the chat too who was raiding Torpid Network. Awesome. Thank you. We really appreciate it. So these guys are in the middle of a puzzle. So does one of you guys want to kind of give them a rundown of what the current thing is, and maybe these guys can help you out?
We gotta stick a jib in a hole.
Jib in a hole?
Basically at this point, for everyone that just came in, we have 4 places to stick a gem, and we're gonna die if we pick the wrong one. So it needs to be one of these 4. I'm almost at the point of just having everyone vote at this point, and we'll just go with that one.
There's 4 symbols. We have these 4 here, so these are the 4 options. They know they need to take a bead that's at the bottom of this thing that was suspended by a chain. They got it lowered. They figured that part of the puzzle out. It has a bunch of sand in it. They need to take this. But it's round from what you can see it in the hole.
Okay.
Yeah, and so they know that they need to get in the center of this, which has a spinning whirlwind blade that is, anytime they go in there, it tries to decapitate them. So they need to go get the gem, come back here, and then put the thing in one of these 4 tomes. But they don't know which one is the right one. So, chat, we need help. They need
I like everyone that just joined. They said pick the wrong one, which is probably the one we're going to pick anyway. So as long as we're on the same side, the same team. All right.
Awesome. Thanks for the follow.
And in worst case, did you want to leave it to fate, roll a d4, and then...
I vote we pick Fire Nation, number 2. Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. I'd say either 2 or 3 myself.
Okay.
Dilly.
Fire or frog.
Awesome.
Okay,
and we're gonna open a giveaway since we got people in here. So we use table tokens, so that's what you guys get while you're watching. You guys can use these points in the mini games in the chat. So we're gonna open this up. So it is exclamation point raffle to enter. It is completely free. Subscribers get an extra ticket, so it's exclamation point raffle to get a ticket in there. Go ahead.
I'm okay with number 2 as well.
Dilly.
Who does number 2 work for?
Okay, so
I kind of like number 3, the monkey-looking Mickey Mousey one. It feels like you're supposed to put a little thing in it somewhere. I don't know. It just feels like it. Like it needs a.
There's a little hair at the bottom. I feel like I put some in it.
Yeah.
Well, Optimus Prime has like a slot though.
Oh, they all have a slot. Just not in the big
all
picture.
people have slots.
What's the general feel of what the symbol means to you guys?
Fire Nation.
For the second one, you feel it's fire?
Monkey Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Mickey Monkey.
I'd say first one's more water, second one's more fire, fourth one is earth.
I'm surprised, Connor, you don't recognize the first one.
I mean, it's a double helix DNA.
There you go. Okay.
Well, yeah, but in this world, DNA doesn't exist.
Sure.
It's science, all right? It hasn't been. It's not. It's my personal duty.
Hey, how do you do a poll in the chat? Is there a way that you can have people poll or something?
Yeah, we can poll it.
I'm down with that because at this point, I don't even know. I'd rather have other people pick for us at this point.
Sure.
I feel safer.
Going with the chat, so you can blame them.
At the buck.
It's a coward's way out.
Yeah.
All right,
As I-
option 1.
Because if it's wrong, well, okay. But if it's right, well then, hey, way to go,
Well, if
chat.
it's wrong, we might all die.
2, 2.
It's a risk I'm willing
3,
to take.
3, 4,
I'm safe.
4.
Before the chat decides, I'm going to heal myself up to max with
Which
lay on
tome
hands.
should they select for the bead? All right. Done. All right, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and close the raffle first so there's not 2 things up.
Oh boy.
All right, so we'll go ahead and close that real quick and pick a winner. Huntstar. All right, congrats.
Hey.
Sir, congrats.
Man, you lucky son of a bitch. All right. So let me add his points real fast, and then we will put up the poll. All right. Oh, he's got up a lot of points tonight. So 3, 2. All right, he's at 5329. Congrats, man. Good job.
Yeah, I'm down with 2 or 3, but I would rather just see what everyone else picks.
All right, starting poll. So we need your guys' help in the chat. You guys will see a poll. Your options are 1, 2, 3, or 4. You do exclamation point, vote, space, and then the response respectively. So 1 is going to be top left, 2 is top right, 3 is bottom left, and 4 is bottom right. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm doing this one because I like the monkey one.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
guys feel free to vote as well. So, is it a red gem? Yes, crimson was the detail that they got. So they've been on this. The tiger tabaxis for this area have been dealing with a magical fungus. So they are trying to find the remedy, which they think is with the
It's
blue
exclamation point and a number, or just a number?
It's exclamation point, vote, space, and then the 1, 2, 3, or 4, depending.
Oh,
on
you need
which
a
one
vote too. Okay.
Yeah, exclamation
Okay.
point, vote, space, 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Got it. Okay. Okay. I know how computers work and everything else associated with them.
All right, let's take a look at the current poll, and we'll see where we're at here. I got your message, by the way.
The only thing I'm thinking of is 3, just because it already has circles in its thing, and 3 circles, 3 stones, Carvalia, is, and the 3 goddesses. That's the only thing I can ever get out of this. I can't think.
I
of
like the
anything
Mickey
else.
Mouse symbol. I don't know.
All right, we got the votes pouring in. We're at 14% for number 1. Number 2 has at 42%. Oh, just changed. Just
Okay.
changed. 12%. 12% number 1, 37% number 2, 50% number 3, and nobody for number 4. Was there a 4th option on there, or did I not set it up for 4?
No one likes
like
Optimus
that.
Prime one.
Oh, no one likes the Prime. All right. So we're at all the votes pouring in. We love it, guys. All right, we're at 10% for number 1, 30% number 2, and 60% number 3, and that's with 10 votes.
3.
Watch
I'd
it be
much
number
rather
4,
have
and
this-
you were
I'd-
all wrong.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we're all terrible at puzzles.
I'm surprised we don't have one person voting for 4. All right, so yeah, it looks like chat is 60% saying 3, 30.
The cameras did
2,
change.
10
Some-
for 1. Yeah, it was when Connor disconnected, but we're close to the end, so it's right.
Oh,
Sorry.
All right, 60% saying number 3.
Let's do it.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked, but I'm going to
Should
get ready.
now
to
now hold on everyone here. Hold on now. Do you all want me to put the thing in because if something happens I could really quickety splickety lickety dimension door out of the way or something or
Splickety,
Well,
dickety.
No,
Yeah.
well, the ghosty boy is going to be carrying the gym, so
oh we're gonna have that happen. Okay, well that's fine. I
yeah,
just didn't know if you
well,
if
it's
it
in
needed a
Whirly
personal
Durly.
touch.
It's in Whirly Durly Hell World, so it's got to carry it through that first.
Thanks everyone for voting by the way.
Yeah, we appreciate the participation.
Something's telling me we should do the third one. Just a lot of voices in my head saying perhaps maybe we go with that one.
And if
So
it's wrong, we have an out of that. We can blame it all now.
I've blamed the voices in my head. That's fine.
That's what I do.
all right. Well, we'll try,
That's fair.
and if worse comes to worse, then we'll just keep trying the next.
Can those ghosts of yours sprint?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
All right, so the third thing was up here. So whoever is going to place it in will need to move over there and put it in.
Did I inspire the servant? Can you do that? No, just
Yes,
yeah.
it's a
Oh, is it
creature.
the servant that's doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it gets out of there.
Nah, just let him do it. It's fine.
All right,
He'll
so
be
as
fine.
he walks in, so you guys can see the little crimson bead. So this part that kind
Just
of
floating.
screwed up. Yeah. So as it's kind of just floating from this invisible servant, so he kind of goes up the steps, goes up to it. The third one. He's going in there. You guys just know that this is the correct one because the chat would never let you guys down. The chat is always right.
It's gonna be great.
Hold on. I want to. If this is wrong, I want to know which one was right. Afterwards.
Well, we'll know eventually.
We're gonna find out sooner or later.
All right, so it's going to slide into it, and you're going to hear a, and then you hear a rumbling sound.
Oh boy!
A good or bad rumble?
Is it a good or a bad rumble? Yeah, that's my first thought.
The statue that is next to you.
Bad rumble! Bad rumble!
Going to start to animate, and its arms are going to start to move. You're going to see a little bits of rubble start to fall off as the head turns over towards you guys.
Pull it out! Pull it out!
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, man.
And that, we'll pick up from there. So,
gotta lure it into the whirly dirly room.
So glad you guys all came and joined us. This is Total Tabletop. We play on Sundays. AJ, you want to go ahead and plug those? So he's a DM on the channel, and then we have another season as well. So go ahead.
Yep. So we have Aegis Pass. That's on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am DMing, and I have, of course, Kyle and Connor both here. You can see with me, along with 3 other players, Cody, Kayla, and Scott. And feel free to check us out. We've been going on for a while. We also have some YouTube videos for you to check out the previous episodes of both HotA seasons 1, 2, and us on Aegis Pass. So check them out at HotA RPG, I believe, is the YouTube one. But of course, you will always have our Discord to check out information there too if you want to ask more questions, get to know us a bit more, and get to be part of the community.
Yep. So tomorrow night we're doing a one-shot Shadow, who is a player from the season 2 guys for Wednesday nights. He's actually going to be running a Fallout game one-shot while we're putting together season 2's getting ready to kick off as Voxel's character is getting made. So you guys want to check out that cool thing. I've never played in the Fallout game before, so should be pretty interesting. Special shout out for all you guys for following. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to click the notification bell. That will notify you when we go live. We have a lot of really great games. Not just toot our own horn, but we really love what we do, and we have a great community that supports us. So come join the Discord, be a part of it. We love talking about your games, just life in general, and make us friends. So, but we are done for the night, and we're gonna dip out. But hopefully, we see you guys tomorrow night. If not, next week.
Thanks for joining, everyone.
Yeah,
thanks for helping.
Thanks, everyone.
And thanks for watching.